Folks, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Skitsy, my man, thanks for tier 1, fella. Guys, whoa, happy to have you, bro. Hope everybody's having a fantastic evening tonight. Welcome back. It is a lovely Tuesday evening. Today, we got a couple things that we got to get through today. A couple little news segments. We're going to go over the Progression Series episode that aired yesterday. It's a banger. It's a slammer. I know it is. I know you guys enjoyed it. We're going to do our dailies. We're going to do a couple of Edison games to practice for this weekend. We're going to log off for the night. I'm really excited. Triton, what's up? Gage's heart and soul should only belong to Yu-Gi-Oh! In fact, the reason he plays Hearthstone and RuneScape, among other games, is to simply psych himself for Yu-Gi-Oh! Without Yu-Gi-Oh!, there is no Gage. If I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Every day, there wouldn't be enough Yu-Gi-Oh! For the rest of the world. Simple fact. Damn it, I got really excited for a second. Chat, have you ever, lost a card? Quote, lost? Like, you know it's somewhere, because how could you lose it, right? But I have no idea where I put it. I've been on the hunt for my Ulti Necro Gardener for this week's tournament. I sold one of them. I had two. I sold one, and I don't know where I put the other one, and it's kind of frustrating me. I need that card real bad. I don't want to play with a peasant common version. And I just looked at this stack here. I just had a stack of cards that I hadn't looked through in a minute. It's some extra cards. Happy birthday, Gage. Whoa, Team KSY. Thanks, bro. It's not my birthday, but I appreciate that. I appreciate it. If it was my birthday, I would absolutely thank you. Guys, I'm really stoked that you're here to join me today. Happy to have you. I've also built my own Monarch control list. It's not as bonkers as I know it can be, but it's budget AF. I added Aether, Empowering Dragon, to my branded Dragon Link into life. Also, could you please say hi to Simo? I could say hello to Simo. Jeff, what's up, bro? Help, I've been hostage here for 8 months, and you're going to be stuck for many more. Many more, fella. Many more. Many more. Guys, I'm really happy you're here to join me. All right, let's get through the news today. I don't have a whole bunch to honestly do. We'll see where we're at after that, okay? Progression Series, and then Edison. That's the goals. All right, first things first. The UDS was this weekend. The UUDS. The Undisputed Ultimate Duelist Series was held this weekend amongst other festivities for the 25th anniversary. Who caught the coverage, chat? Say, I did smile if you caught some of the coverage over the weekend for anything. The UDS, if you caught the Master Duel Invitational, or if you caught the Duel Links thing. Wasn't it Speed Duel or Rush Duel or something? Sure, a lot of you caught that one, right? I caught a little bit of coverage over the weekend. I caught some of the Master Duel coverage, and I caught actually a lot of the UDS. I tuned in a lot. Fantastic production, and also just a fantastic showing. Honestly, this is one of the tournaments where if you were at all interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! At all, you should probably just watch this, because getting to watch people that are just truly good at what they do is exciting, and it's so much fun. Even watching match number 1, Jesse versus Jeff, super intense. Jesse played through 3 hand traps or something. Game 3 made it look easy. It was just, man, watching Yu-Gi-Oh! At that level, there truly isn't anything better than it. I like to think I know my way around the trading card game. I know my way around a few plays, but then you watch somebody that has dedicated their life to it, and they're on a different level, bro. It's crazy. I think the underutilized DZ for the stream, but it was fine. Austin, I agree. I wish they put some more of that Zeef on screen, bro. Upcoming video, why Konami doesn't put DZ on stream. Jesse versus Shunping was insane. I don't know if people caught that game. Shunping took it down to the wire. Shu's a really good player, bro. Shu is a fantastic player. Yeah, it was crazy. So this was awesome to watch. Congrats to Jesse for taking it down. I think a lot of people had their money on this guy as the undisputed champ anyways. He is truly, I'd like to say, the best in the game at the moment. I don't even know if we can debate that. I think this proves it. So, very awesome to watch. My favorite part was when Billy talked about slow playing for a long time. Let's talk about the coverage, right? I thought the coverage was pretty good. And I'm starting to realize that I think Billy, I don't want to say he's the problem, but when he's knowledgeable about a format, he's really entertaining to listen to, but it's pretty evident when he doesn't understand a given format, right? He's kind of taken a back seat to it. And you can tell by a lot of like commentary, like whether or not they're actually involved. I think players like Isala and stuff, having them on the mic makes for a really exciting experience because those guys just get the game and they enjoy the game and they can tell you why certain plays are made. Where there's people like Billy that maybe aren't totally invested in the format, that don't totally understand. This man has a legacy like none others, right? But like you got to stay on top of it to be a relevant caster. Steve, on the other hand, one thing I like about Steve Kangas, is he admitted that he wasn't so brushed up on the current meta format, besides like Master Duel and stuff like that. But I like him because he's able to bring like a good energy to it. I feel like Billy just complains a lot, bro. I don't know. Pheromone was so good at casting. I met Pheromone at a TCG con, just like I think he got invited out there for some kind of cosplay thing, and we met up and we got to talk, and that guy is so nice. That guy is so nice. Pheromone is incredibly talented, incredibly nice, and he knows people too. It's really exciting. I like working with that guy. Really fun guy. This one in particular, I know a lot of people brought up the fact that Jerome McHale wasn't on the mic this time. Do you think that made a difference? Yes or no, chat? I'm not going to... I always love to sing Jerome's praises because Jerome's from Pittsburgh like I was, and he was a great player back in the day, but I've been saying that I think Jerome needs to maybe take a back seat for commentary. I've been saying that. I love Jerome as a person. I met him, and I got to talk to him and stuff like that. And like I said, like we used to go to the same locals together. Not at the same time, but I don't know. I got to meet him. Super nice guy, but I really think he might need to take a step back on the comms for future events. Who's your ideal commentator? You pick 3. Yo, Luke Von Karma, what's up, bro? How's it going? How was the stream today? We're discussing, chat. You have 3 picks. You have 3 picks for your dream commentary duo. Or trio. It's a trio at that point. I can't count. Who's the 3 people you're picking? If I had to pick 3 people that have been previous YCS commentators, I would... Trippak Susu. Okay, no, relax. I'm talking people with prior experience being on the mics. I think I would go with, if I had top 3, Isala. I would go with Tom Box. Yo, is that bonus episode special guest Will of the Council? That is me, bro. I'll share that in a minute, bro. Hold on. It'd be Asala, Tom, and honestly, Pheromone did a great job. I'd love to see Pheromone on there. Farfa and his 2 Farfa clones. Is Farfa good at commentary? Be honest. I know he's just a friendly face. He's super smiley, but is he actually good at commentary? The thing that I actually, yeah, he is. All right, I'll believe you. Steve, actually, I popped in on one of his streams. Steve Kangas, by the way, I was just saying, he's one of the commentators for this weekend. I popped into his stream over the weekend. He had like a stream where he was playing Master Duel, and he brought up the idea. He's like, because I told him, I was just like, hey, I really enjoyed the coverage over the weekend. You guys did a great job. Love the enthusiasm and the passion behind it. And he said, Gage, we got to get you on the mics. Have you ever considered it? And I made the big boy decision. A lot of people in that scenario would be like, oh my God, put me on the mics, bro. Hell yeah, get me in there. But I made the big boy decision. I said, look, I realize that I might be good at it, but it takes a bigger man to say there's people better suited for it. I have no doubt that if you put me on the mic, I could bring energy and enthusiasm and crack some funny haha jokes. But as far as gameplay and stuff like that, I still am like a second tier. I think there are people that are way more qualified to be able to take that position, and I wish these people were reached out to, or these people had a line of communication to maybe take up these offers. There really doesn't seem to be a way to get in contact with in contact with Konami for these opportunities, though, which ends up being that they stay in the circle of the same people that they've picked for the last few times. Sometimes that's a good thing, right? Like, I'm happy they've introduced people like Isala and Tom, but then you get stuck sometimes with people like Billy or Jerome. And when those guys truly aren't into the game or they're not truly passionate about it, it really shows. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I really did enjoy the UDS. I enjoyed the coverage. I enjoyed the event. Super fun to watch. It was great. can't wait. I hope they do. I don't think they'll ever bring the UDS back again, which really fucking sucks. But I'm hoping they bring this level of quality to future live streams. Like, how was this live stream better than the World Championship? I think this event deserves, like, good coverage, but it should not be trouncing the World Championship premiere. I don't know, bro. No way. Who was the side commentary people, bro? Like, there was DZ, Jobber, and Cyber Knight, bro. Oh my god, I was pogging so hard at Cyber Knight up there, bro. I've been watching Cyber Knight for years, man. It's actually kind of, I know that he posted something recently. He, like, was struggling to find his place in Yu-Gi-Oh! Cyber Knight, I'm talking about. He was struggling to find his place, and, like, he was talking about how he was considering leaving and, like, picking up, like, a part-time job or something to sort of suffice for the amount of money he wasn't making off of YouTube. I don't know. It was really sad to read. It seemed like an end of an era for him, but I'm glad he's found his way back and he's bouncing back. That's my guy, bro. That's my guy. And Jobber's the nicest dude on earth. Hands down. Other news, bro. Congrats to Ruben, Pac, and Kamal. These guys are animals. They took down the 3v3 YCS. All with snake eyes, I believe. Absolute animals, bro. These guys are awesome. Greatest to ever do it, dude. Costa Rica didn't have any coverage, did it? I want to say typically they don't. No, they didn't, because it would compete with the UDS coverage anyways. There's no reason they would. Only pairings. Pac's Yeezys do not match the rest of the fit. They don't. They're also loud as fuck. I don't know if I like that colorway. I'm not a fan of that colorway. Also, tie your shit, bro. I will say one of the most frustrating things about Yeezys is getting the laces laced. There's like a very specific way you're supposed to do it. And if it comes untied, you're just like, I fucking hate this. Yeah. Congrats to these guys taking it down. Very, very impressed with their performance. I don't know if these guys are going to be in Vegas. I hope I get to see these guys. Nice guys. I refuse to wear Yeezys in principle. Look, man, Kanye's got a lot of really radical opinions, but he does make nice clothes. And he does make good music occasionally. That's all I can say about him. That's about it. I'll leave it at that. Guy's fucking nuts, bro. I can't. Ridiculous. All right, moving on. Today's stream, it is the last stream before Vegas. Like I said, I am teaming up with two of my best friends. I'm teaming up with MBT as well as Simo. We're doing the Time Wizard 3v3 event. That's what we've been practicing for a little our own time. We've been hopping in some calls and getting some games in, and it's been going rather well. I actually think all three of us are very, very confident. And that's a good thing to say, but I hope it doesn't mean our downfall, right? Like, I hope we don't get too big of a head. I really think we have a good shot at going deep in this run. Watching the boys practice and, like, being in the calls with them, I'm definitely very confident in their play. You're the Edison teammate? I am the Edison spot. I was relegated with the Edison spot. I was given that spot because I've been playing the most off stream on my own time anyways. Like, I hit, like, top 100 DB or something when I was really, really tryharding. So, like, I was designated that one. Joseph wanted to learn Tengu, and then Alex just has a good head on his shoulders, and he wanted to pick up Goat and, like, refine a Goat deck. So, that's what I've been working on today, actually, is I've been trying to get things together. And that's why I'm really freaking upset I can't find my Necro Gardener. I don't know where I put that thing, bro. I'm really upset. I did get everything together, though. Do you guys want to see the massive stack of cards that Alex asked me to get? Keep in mind, Alex Simo is playing Goat. Guys, who in chat has GOAT format cards? Who in chat has a GOAT format deck? Just say I do if you have one. I expect, like, everybody in chat to at least have a GOAT format deck of some kind. I gotta show you the amount of cards that this man asked me to pull out for him. This guy was like, yeah, I don't have, like, any of these cards. Can you get them for me? I was like, are you kidding me? That's, like, the whole deck, bro. I'm just gonna show you. I just want to show you some of the cards I had to pull out for this guy. My camera looks like shit today. Oh my god. What the fuck? out then. Why are you... Ooh. Oh my god, everything... I've shit the bed, bro. Everything's going wrong. No! Hold on. Brace... Hold on. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyways, take a look on the small camera because everything goes to shit when I do that. Take a look at some of the cards I had to pull for this. Oh my god, it's not on autofocus. I got you. Hold on. Look at that. Hold on. Oh my lord, bro. What the fuck is this problem? I'm so... Got it. Okay. Are you ready, chat? I just took a picture. We got Sakuretsu armors. I got a mind control ×2. I got a Shura priest for him. I got torrential tribute. I got ring of destruction. I got Raibeki breaks. 2 of them. I got a mirror force for him. I got a Tsukiyomi. I got a tribe infecting virus. I got a playset of thunder dragon. I got some night assailants for this guy. There's the thunder dragons, the rest of them. I got magician of faiths for this. Look at this stack of cards. This guy plays Yu-Gi-Oh for a living. I even had to give him a BLS, bro. This guy doesn't have a Blackluster Soldier. This is like his card, bro. I literally had to lend him the whole deck. I was like, don't you play this? Isn't this your job? I'm like, isn't this your job? Wait, is he the one playing GOAT? He is. The quality of those cards are clean? You know how I get, bro. They're all max rarity. I was like, at least you get to look pretty when you play them, bro. I was like, you don't have to totally understand what you're doing, but you'll look like you know what you're doing. That's the next best thing. So, that's the next best thing. Right. I'm very excited. I think we're going to do well, and at anything, I think it'll just be a fun weekend. I get to hang out with my boys, and there's nothing I like better. So I'm looking forward to that. If he's playing regular ass GOAT, oh, no, he's not playing regular ass GOAT control. He's playing our GOAT seat, but he's playing Chaos. Chaos like Turbo. Like, Alex, like, we all legitimately, like, researched our formats and, like, wanted to make sure we weren't, like, that guy. When I mean that guy, I'm talking about oh, hey, let's do this 3v3. You've played GOAT once or twice, right? Just pick up your deck and queue it up. It'll be fine. Those guys are the ones we're planning on taking advantage of. If you rock up to this 3v3 and you sit across from Simo playing your GOAT control list that Chris Perovic played back in the day, you are going to get your ass whooped, bro. Yeah, I cannot wait. Gonna get smoked. Nah, we're all pretty in touch with what our decks are. We made decisions based on, like, things that are different. Whoa, Luke Von Karma playing Baldur's Gate, bro. Damn. What happened to Simo playing Warrior? We did research on Warrior, and Warrior was, like, the second place deck, but it was, like, second place by a thin margin. The games it was able to take were off of bad Chaos players. It was still, like, the overwhelming data showed that Chaos was, like, the better deck. Like, you have to just play Chaos. So, I'm very trusting in Alex. His list is super, super solid, too. Really well put together. Nice. Library FTK, relax. Nobody mentioned the haircut, by the way. You're all banned. I try so hard to look so handsome for you guys, and nobody brought it up. I thought it came out good today. I was talking about it on our podcast a bit, and it was really, really scary, bro. I was like telling the girl at the salon, nice lady, her name was Chris, and I was like telling her, I was like, I'm petrified of getting my hair cut because I've gone to the same salon my entire life since I was a kid. And I was like, not that my old hairstylist knew what he was doing, but it's what I became comfortable with, right? I could just sit down, get the same cut I've been getting for years, and it looked half decent. So this time I was like, look, I've been wanting to reinvent myself. That's my whole point of moving out here. I haven't gotten a haircut yet. I'm petrified. Please just don't fuck it up. And she, like, walked me through it. She told me, like, okay, here's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna make sure you look good. Don't worry. She actually told me that some of the hair product I was using in my hair for years now was just totally wrong. It was like stuff that wasn't getting me what I wanted. Like, I used to use, like, I used to use like some kind of foam for my hair and some kind of like pomade. And she was like, okay, that like the pomade's really heavy shit. Like you're going to put it in there and it might stay up for a minute, but then you just got fucking like heavy shit in your hair. It's going to keep it down. I was like, well, yeah, that makes sense, right? And so she gave me like some product that was more of what I was looking for. It was really nice. She did a great job. I think it came out good. And now you guys are telling me I look handsome. And I appreciate it. Let's do Wordle. Let's do the Wordle. Anybody got a 5-letter Yu-Gi-Oh word? I feel like it might be criminal to not do Caius, considering the big event that we have this weekend. I feel like it might be criminal. Let me put on some music for you guys, too. Vegas is on theme, I guess. Hey, let's see if it takes Vegas. Let's see if it takes Vegas. It does. All right, we got an S and we got an E, bro. Both in the right space, too. Does it accept shorthand? It does not. Only full Yu-Gi-Oh words. Feebas, bro. Wouldn't be that. Oh, it could be Felis, though. Look at that. Already a really great guess. Sick Tendo. Like the Lightsworn. What is Felis? The Lightsworn Archer? That's like a legitimately good guess, too. I actually see no problem with that. It gives us another Vow. Okay. Genis. Oh my god, that's another Lightsworn card, ain't it? This is the one that nobody plays. Nobody plays Genis, right? That's gonna be it. Yep. Good job. Killer. Apollo business spanning on business, bro. He's a G player. Show me Genis, bro. I remember back in the day, my brother used to play a Lightsworn deck, and he unironically played Genis. He might have been the only person to play Genis. Genis got a super rare print. During the end phase, when a turn where a card was sent from the deck to the graveyard. Inflict 500. This is shit. This activates once in the end phase? $2,100 defender, though. That's OP. Caked up, bro. All right, Genis. All right, no doubt. Good job. Good job. All right, the daily. The daily. It's our card of the day, chat. Give me a progression series card from yesterday to use. Charger, like the Battery Man Charger. All right, run it. Okay, it is an effect, something else to it, newer than 2008, higher than 12, higher than 18, higher than level 5, not a light, not a thunder. Newer than 2008. Could be anything, bro, honestly. Could be like Star Eater. A Gemini? I wouldn't go to Gemini first. I'd assume like Synchro or some extra deck card, maybe. It's got some bigger stats later on in the game. Not a light. Oh, so it wouldn't be Star Eater. Okay. What's the stats? Higher than 18? Higher than 12. Bestial Magnuma. It has to have something else attached to it. It's not just an effect. Red Dragon Archfiend. There you go. That's a good one. Oh, nope. Red Dragon Archfiend was released the same year as Charger. I can't believe it. More you know. Basil Trust. What is Basil Trust here? Doesn't come up. Dark End. Dark End could work. It is one other year. I'd like to get a larger year gap, but it could work. Here we go. There's some good ones. Bestial Dispotter. Let's try Dispotter. No, that one's not even a good one either. What about Ruddy Rose? I'm trying to find the best guess. I like Ruddy Rose. Run it. All right. Year 999. Year 999 refers to like current year. It was released like last year or this year. That's the only reason it does. So it's a level 10 from 2021, chat. It's got more than 3,200 attack. More than 24. Chen Ying. Chen Ying is too small. Chen Ying's fucking small as fuck, bro. It can't be a synchro either. That's right. Lieb. Lieb is 2019. Proskenian's one of the best guesses I've heard. Oh, it's a light. I didn't know that. I thought that card was a dark. Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer. That card was not released in 2021. There has to be like one card with 3,500 attack. Cypher X? It's a light. It's not a light. Ruin Force? It wouldn't be Ruin Force. It has to have something else to it. It's more than just an effect monster. Right? Raid Raptor. Number XX Utopic Dark Infinity. Oh my god. That actually might be it. You guys ever hear of a no, it's 2021. That's 2019. That can't be it. Oh my god, creative with a crazy one. Necros of a Dreadbear. Wow. If this is right, that's crazy. Oh my god, bro. No way. You're nuts. I traded this. When this card came out, I traded it for something. I think the guy valued it at like he really wanted a Dreadbear. And he valued it was like $10 or something at the time. I forget what I traded him for, but it was like it felt like the most unfair trade in the game. But he just really wanted the Dreadbear. So I gave it to him. Good job, chat. That was crazy. All right, now the card guessers. I need less of your help for this one now. See, I can do this one on my own. Just kidding, I can't. But now that you guys are here, you might as well help me anyways, right? Let's go. Banger track, by the way. This is Kaiser something, right? Kaiser Seahorse? No. It's not, though, chat. Yeah, there you go. That's the one. Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness. I could tell you it wasn't Kaiser, dude. This is the Blue Eyes XYZ retrain. Thunder something? Thunder End, right? Yeah. There you go. Giving Dino Wrestler vibes? Jurassic World? You sure? We're gonna check. Okay, if it lets me. It was Jurassic World. Was anybody a fan of dinosaurs as a kid in chat? I've never been a huge fan. This looks a Cryomancer. It is. I wasn't a fan of dinosaurs as a kid. I was a fan of Hot Wheels. Oh, this is Bountiful Artemis. This doesn't ring a bell to me. I have no idea what this is. Mystical Beast Morph? Excuse me? Is that even a card? Beast Morph? Spell Mastery? Alright, clearly nobody knows the name of this card. So, Beastia Morph is what it was. Sictendo got it. Sanctuary in the Sky? I hope you do well in Vegas. I hope I do well too. This is Critias? It's not Critias? Is it Eremos? Man, I don't know these guys. Warrock something. That's Kagero? Wait, this is a ninja? Who is she? Book of Eclipse? No, which book is this? Oh, it's a clip. No, it's not. What is this, bro? Is it Eclipse? Why am I second my guess? Yeah, it is Eclipse. Why am I second guessing myself? I knew it was Eclipse. Core Overload or something like that? No, that wasn't it. That was definitely not it. I could have told you that wasn't it. Laval Miller? Core Blast. I think Core Blast sounds right. Yeah. This is like new. Skip it. Firebrand Hymnist. Somebody remind me to look that up. This is Gishki Shadow. Oh my god, what are these cards called? Mech Lord or something? Core? Mech Lord Core? Infinity Core. This is a Senju card, isn't it? And Misak? Damn. Is it dieback? Nice. Is this monster slots? I want to say maybe not. Probably not. Heavy. Ooh, it might be the slump. It might be the slump. No, the slump, he's like this. Jackpot 7? No. Oh, it is. Is it fucking Jackpot 7? Or Tilted Try? What is that? What is that? I know this card. Giant ball game? Good job, guys. Red Eyes Dark Dragon? Darkness Dragon or something like that? Ah, that wasn't it! It's just Red Eyes Darkness. I can't believe I hit the metal one. I'm so mad. Gives me like Evo vibes. Like I'm feeling like some kind of synchro overtake. What? Was not it. Limit overdrive? Synchro transmission. All right, clearly. Never seen that card in my life, bro. Some of them I just never seen before. I feel like I've seen a lot of cards in my life, but there's a couple of them that get me off guard. Oh, Auntie. This is an FA card, isn't it? FA City or something like that? City Grand Prix? This is Overdrive Teleporter? Oh, it's not. Zeta? You guys think? I don't get that vibe. I don't know this guy, bro. Column switch? Wow. How did you know that one? That's crazy. That was Overdrive Teleporter, by the way, to be completely fair. I was on to something there. Oh, Lubellion. How am I supposed to get anything with that? Steel Ogre Grotto. Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to get that, bro? How was I supposed to get that? Oh, Meluseek. This is a Roid. Gyroid, bro. Decode something, guys. Decode something. Decode destruction. Oh, Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick something. Scare? Fairy. This is one of the Fairy Angels, right? Or something like that? Red Nova? Just Red Nova? What? Some of these cards. What? Who? This is assault mode, right? Oh, Candina. We just had this one. We just had this one. Dieback. Uh, oh my god, core transmission or something, right? Core transport unit? Damn it, that's not it. It's core something. Iron core transplant, that's it. I just saw this card the other day or something like that, bro. No, it's immediate disposal. That's it. What Chimera? Gear suit? Quasar? Some kind of rescue or something like that? Alert? Is it alert? Good song, by the way. Great song, by the way. Very happy with the music selection today. This is the fabled Kudabi, right? Kudabi. Yep. I don't even know what a Kudabi is. Contaxy. It's either that or it's anti, but I think it's Contaxy. Yep. Some kind of performance pal. I'm gonna guess the Toad. No, Trump Witch. Soy Doitsu? Yep. Are those guys an archetype? Do they actually have some kind of game plan that they work together with? This is a ally of justice. That's really bad. They're just dudes. Garahog? I'm glad you guys know that one. I've never seen that dude in my life. I know he's a ally of justice, but it's a Spriggan? Pedor? I've never seen this guy in my life, bro. Who are you talking about? How do you guys know that? This looks like a Yang. No, this looks like a Bujin card. Bujinsinden, maybe? Oh, I'm gonna come. I can't believe I knew that one. Good score. Great score today, even. Okay, what did I have to look up? Tilted Try. And the Firebrand Hymnist. Let's check this out. When you draw for your normal draw in your draw phase, reveal one of those cards. Place it on the bottom of the deck, draw a card. When you draw by a card effect, reveal one of the cards, send this card to the graveyard, bottom it, and draw a card. So it allows you to mulligan a draw twice. This card's terrible. Doitsu, Soitsu, and Koitsu, one of them is a union that gives the other 3,000 attack, which is a thing. I think Doitsu can search Koitsu. Fascinating, bro. It translates to this guy, that other guy, and which guy. Are they... Is Doitsu and them, are they supposed to be the A team, or are they different? This card's normal summon. Send cards from top of your opponent's deck to the graveyard, equal to the number of cards they control. Special summoned, you send top of your deck, equal to the number of cards your opponent controls. Interesting effect. I think it's very good. I like the artwork of this card, though. Folks, okay, we're going to watch the Progression Series episode together. That's our next thing on the docket. Very quickly, I'm going to use the restroom, though. So I'll be back momentarily. Do not go anywhere. If you go anywhere, I will ruin you. I'll ruin you, bro. You'll never see another day. I'll be back momentarily. Don't go anywhere. Love you. Yo, I'm back. All right, folks, we almost ready? We ready to get in there? Ready to watch the Progression Series Duelist Pack Battle City, folks. It's a big one today. Is it a big one? I don't know. This isn't a super memorable set, but it's a good episode today. It's a good episode. Stayed put, so my question is if I want to explore old Yu-Gi-Oh format, should I consider playing like GOAT format or Edison? Whichever one speaks to you more, my friend. Whichever one speaks to you more. I like Edison. I've been enjoying Edison. But there's a lot of fun things that GOAT has to offer too. Just feels like a little more old school. I would just say pick one that feels good. All right, folks, let's watch. This episode, what? Well, let's see the recap. Let's see where we left off. Make sure all the volume's working.
Previously.
I don't know, Gage. I kind of just like how this is going.
Let me know about the volume, chat.
On Progression Series Season 2.
I feel like I've got you.
I think it should be a good volume there.
Over
Last week, we got slaughtered. It did not look even close. We got demolished by Neo-Spacian Granmal. He really made us look silly. It was one of those things where I feel like the concept of our deck was really strong, but once Alex figures it out, he is a smart guy. He can play around it. So that's exactly what he did. Dismantled us, made us look like a bozo. We got crushed. Yeah, actually, it's like so irritating to deal with this stupid card.
Oh, I can say the same thing about March. Just saying.
You dealt with it like 3 times last game, bro. Like, no problem at all. You laughed at it. Like,
In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or 1 box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their
what set is that from? Is that from IOC? What
play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner.
what is this from? This is an ancient one, bro. What set is this from? Is this from IOC? Might be an old one. I got a
Will
special
receive a small prize to upgrade
Chaos
their
Emperor.
deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. But this time around, we'll be introducing side sets, a new banning system, and plenty of other fun surprises that you'll just have to watch to find out. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series
Season 2, bro. Season 2. We're not even halfway through Season 2 yet, and we're like 100 episodes in. Isn't that crazy to say? A lot of people ask, like, how long, or, like, what we will do when we get to the 3rd Progression Series. Or, like, what we do after this season. Like, I don't think people realize, like, it is very far away still. There are so many sets that now that we've included side sets, this could go on for, like, I want to say, like, the next year and a half or something like that. It's crazy. But something I've always, even we've been doing this for so long, something I always wish I had is savings, bro. I always wish I could save a couple bucks. I wonder how somebody would do that.
If you want 5%,
Oh
off
my
any
God,
sales
no
report,
way!
click the affiliate links in the
5%
description and use
with
code
SEMO, 5!
And clicking the TCG Player
Oh my God,
link
it's a Christmas
before you
miracle.
shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Oh, let me zoom in, by the way.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we won last episode and we spun a ban ticket, so we get to ban something too. Oh, this couldn't be
Yeah,
a better
lucky week
episode
for
us.
SEMO,
And
bro.
you know what? There's one card in particular that I really don't want to be on the receiving end of, and that is Dark Matter Dragon. This is sort of
He told me this, and I was totally okay with this. I get it. I have a Dragon Ruler deck that's still viable. If it's any good, I wouldn't be able to say because I've lost the majority of my games with it. But I understand this decision. I'm the only one that really has like a feasible strategy around it. Understandable to get rid of. I don't even think I couldn't even imagine anything else he would get rid of, honestly.
a preemptive hit.
I know he
because
was
I
struggling
think
too. He
Dragon
told me,
Ruler's
he's
just
like,
a
I
little
don't-
bit more
I
powerful
can't
as
find
the
anything
ban
that
list
would,
starts
like,
to
be
alter how
relevant
that
to
deck
ban.
could shape up. But Gage has this card, I don't, and you know what? I don't want to deal with it. So let's get it out of here and let's spin the wheel. We're on a 2-win streak, which means if we win today, Gage is going into the banning and his back is against the
Don't
wall.
remind
He's
me.
been continuously tying the series time and time again, but I think we're finally pulling ahead. And hopefully we're going to extend our lead with today's episode. So let's spin the wheel first and see if we're going to get anything that's going to help us extend that lead. Plenty of good stuff that we can take. Let's see the wheel slow down. Oh my God, that is like
That was really close. That could have been really bad. He did end up with another redoer ticket, which does not matter when you're Alexander Semo. You don't use them anyways. How many episodes have you pre-recorded while you're in Vegas? 2, I believe.
on the edge. It's a redoer ticket. We all know how we feel about this, and that'll be going in the bank for now.
He has
But
9
for
of
now,
them.
Let's go ahead and throw it over to Gabe.
9 of them. Bro, keep in mind, you get 3 of them at the start of a new era. This guy has 9 redoer tickets, bro. He can redo his whole collection if he wants.
We can tell you all about today's set, Duelist Pack Battle City.
Banger.
Is it okay if we just move past what happened last week? I don't think I can ever safely bring that ghost trick strategy into a game again. I got, without exaggeration, embarrassed. Alex read
That's what I
me like
said.
a book.
I got made.
You know
I
what?
looked
give him
silly, bro.
credit. He is a pretty good player. He's able to map himself out of situations that seem almost unbeatable the first time around. I felt like we were really in control. For
I
the
started
Ghost
this
Trick the
game
first time
with
we played it, but once he figured out our
El
rules,
Dorado.
he
How long
was
will
able
it take
to
for
just
Prague
rip
to
us.
reach there?
Couldn't even take
I'd
a
probably
game
say a
off. He
year,
didn't
bro.
even make it look close. This time around, though, got a brand new deck ready. I think we can clear a win. First things first, we have to get through the stinkers, and the stinkers included is Duelist Pack Battle City today. This was released June 19th. Yeah, June 19th, 2015. Had to make sure there. And although on the surface this looks very unexciting, I promise it is, there was like 1 or 2 cool things out of it.
The biggest impact that Duelist Pack Battle City gave us was the raw sphere mode. That has been like the most long-standing threat that's come out of this set, which I will admit is a pretty cool release to have the ball, like having a card that removes 3 monsters from your opponent's board at the cost of your normal summon. Pretty interesting, right? It finds a side deck spot every now and again. Everything else in this set is bad. Juragaido was like really cute at the time with Cosmo. There was a lot of people hyping it up because Farm Girl had an effect where if it destroys something by battle or if it deals battle damage, you get to search a Cosmo card. So being able to attack over opponents' monsters or do battle tricks was kind of relevant. Outside of that, not a single thing to write home about in this set.
Some of the ultra rares are pretty neat.
I wish these were better,
Sphere
like
mode
Magic
was
Arrows
actually a
and
really
Destruction.
efficient board clear, being able
But they're
to
not.
distribute
They're
3
bad.
monsters from our opponent's side of the field. That was unheard of at the time. Lava Golem was the next best thing. Anti-Magic Arrows has popped up literally once or twice being playable. I still think this card's pretty cool. And I
do
wish
think that card's
multiple
cool.
Destruction
Every
was
time I
better.
read Anti-Magic Arrows,
One
I'm
other
like,
thing
that
to point
card
out, really, I don't
might
think
have
there's
some...
anything else.
It could be
Juragaido
legit.
was like an interesting kind of battle trick. This is a time when Cosmo was almost released, and I think Juragaido was kind of
Clash of Rebellion, yeah,
placed in there
around there.
as something to go alongside Cosmo. I think we're right on the cusp of Cosmo being introduced to the game, and Juragaido was a really interesting battle trick to use back then with Cosmo Farm Girl. Outside the initial hype that people put behind this card, it didn't really perform, though. Didn't do anything
Nope,
crazy.
it did
As
not.
you can see, there's Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then a couple
A
other
lot of people
super
overhyped that
rares
card,
just
though.
for
Juragaido was like a lot of money on release,
like I said,
unironically.
these were printed as super rare, not really desirable to anybody. The rare slot held like a Lava Golem reprint, which was good, and Crush Card Virus has still been a couple dollars up until this point. This, I think, effectively puts the card to affordable status, even though it is long from its heydays. Hey, look, a Foolish Barrel reprint. Didn't that bozo get one on the wheel the other day? Why'd you do that, Alex? Why'd you do that? Could've got one for free. Commons? I don't even have to talk about it. These are all like Magician's Force in back cards. Literally nothing to say. I know these aren't the most exciting sets to open. We'll make it quick. Let's get through it. I actually think we're moving on to a different Astral Pack. Are we? I don't know. Somebody can tell us. We're on Astral Pack 7. Is there anything good in it? We'll just
Whoa.
find out. Trial and error, right? We
Astral
got 3
Pack
of those
7,
things. Let's
bro.
see what we get. Flip. Ragna Zero, Shadow Imp.
Was anybody
Rising
around to
Spirit.
open Astral
This is
Packs back
actually
in the
pretty
day?
good. I'm almost
Back in the
sure.
day.
This
It's
was
only a
printed as
couple years
rare
ago.
before, and it has not gotten a reprint yet, but it's like integral to a
I'm
lot
kind of
of
happy with
Pirate
the
strategies.
OTS
I don't know
they've
if
settled
I've
on
got
now.
rules around that
I think it was the
yet,
right
but,
choice.
Hey, something to consider. Second one, oh my god, Ultimate Rare Castel. I think we pulled it in Super Rare, this would be really nice if we didn't already have a copy of him. Senju of the 1,000 Hands, bro. I love this artwork of Senju. I wish this was the official one. 1,000 Hands, though.
That's the best Senju artwork, right? We can all agree with that, right? Like, for sure. Also, Ulti Castel's nice. I did mention that I did have a super rare copy because I got it in the set, but having a second one, we'll take it.
That's a lot of hands. That's 500 peoples of hands, bro. And the last pack, level limit, area
The B.
In the
Yo.
Lord of the Lamp.
Homset.
Man.
Thanks for the
Alright,
follow,
Duelist
guy.
Pack.
Appreciate you, King.
Battles. We have
Welcome to the stream.
36
Packs of Duelist Pack Battle City coming right up. There are actually a few relevant cards in here that I would like to get.
Why is he so much louder than me? I thought I fixed a problem with my microphone the other day. Turns out more problems I try to fix, the more that just come up. I can't believe it. How do I sound to you guys right now? Am I at a reasonable talking volume? Because I record with the same settings on Audacity every single time, and I don't know why it never comes out good. I don't know if I just don't project or anything like that. Why don't they edit in this post? I asked the same question. Look, a lot of people talk about my volume being low, and I understand it. I think I did fix one of the main problems with it, but there is a normalize button. You can make the audio that we both have sound the same with like one click of a button. Haven't seen that setting used. I don't know why, but
Again, it's nothing like make or break, but surprisingly, even though this set is a lot of like the bad DM filler, there's some decent stuff in here. Let's open the first pack and see. Jinzo's pretty nice. I think we already have Jinzo and like, Econ and stuff, but you know, bunch of classics. You know, I may be in the minority here.
What if they turn you down on purpose? That's crazy.
Here than the one that's just like the gun barrels. I don't know why. The fact that it just has like the shimmering blue lights, it just looks a lot cooler.
No, I disagree. What do you guys think? I think the Lost Art Barrel Dragon, I think this Barrel Dragon, let me pull this up. I think the Lost Art Barrel Dragon is the definitive best form. Yeah, I think this looks crazy. Compared to this, bro, absolutely not. What the heck? Look at that Barrel Dragon. I'm sure he looks fine. He looks all cool and everything. But this one looks next level. It's got the actual weaponry. And not even the weaponry. The green and the purple background is so nice. I like it, bro. I like the blue more. It pops against the background. I kind of just like how more rustic this one feels. I like the green in the background more, too. I'm a fan of the green. I think this looks crazy. And the purple, I think this card just looks beautiful. I love this one. A lot of the Lost Arts they ended up nailing, I'll say. A lot of the Lost Arts are good. The only one that I don't like is I don't like the Monster Reborn Ankh. I really don't like the Monster Reborn. Yeah.
Me. Well, there's one of the ultra rares that are actually new cards in this set in Anti-Magic Arrows. I always thought this card was sick. Unfortunately, it's like very situationally good. Like, it's fine, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's really situational if we can use this.
Dark Magician? Hey, yo, it's exactly what I wanted. Can everybody
also
agree with me that this is the best artwork for Dark Magician
True.
And nothing comes close?
True.
Good, let's move
I'm
on.
spitting.
Wow, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I think that's funny enough. This is my third Blue Eyes. Like, I think I've been playing the game with 2 Blue Eyes for the entire
Have you had to
series.
eat a card yet? No,
Now
no
I
one's
have the
redeemed
third.
Eater of
I can play
Millions.
with Dragon Rollers, right? So I can lose another match with it. Another Dark Magician. Fantastic. I actually like Drag Down to the Grave. I'm pretty sure we have all of our copies of this at the moment, but this is not a bad card.
Are you teaming up with Vegas?
Super rare Dark Magician
Teaming up
girl.
with
There's one
MBT
super rare
as
I'm
well
actually
as
really
Simo
hoping
himself,
we pull.
bro.
Unfortunately, that is not
We're
it.
doing the Time
Another
Wizard.
ultra rare. There's only 3 ultras, and there's one that is clearly better than the rest, and this is not
It's the
it.
Sphere
Multiple
mode, that's the better
Destruction.
one,
This card is actually kind of neat, but unfortunately, again, requires like a specific deck to really take full advantage of. Neat card, though. Lava Golem.
I talk about it for a minute in here, I think, too,
already
like
have
multiple
playsets of
destruction.
this. I'm
I
not
always
sure
thought that card was
Gage does,
cooler.
though, but this
I
is just
wish
like
that card
an
was
okay
better.
Pickup, especially
It's like,
later when like
in the
Tribute Over Your
ideal
Opponent's
scenario,
monsters
it
is
seems
actually kinda
crazy.
good. Legion the Fiend
But
Jester as our super rare. Again, a
on
new
paper,
card,
there's just
and
better
that's like
things
an
to
okay
play.
card, but unfortunately not the one we're looking for.
How's your Edison
There's
game
the
feel
one
like?
we're
Ready to
looking
sweep?
for,
I think I'm gonna be able to
Juragado.
hold
This
my own.
card
I think
is
I'll be a
fucking
valuable
sick.
asset
If
to
you've
my
never
team
seen
at
this
the very
card
least,
before,
bro.
during the battle step, as a quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, you gain 1,000 life points, which means it's a free special summon. But target a face-up monster you control, it gains 1,000 attack until the end of the next turn. So not only is this a way to like special summon a guy out to get free damage, it's also a way to buff up your guy to hit over something else. So there's just a lot of really cool things you can pull off with this card. I really hope that we can pull like 2 of it at minimum, because in my rank 4 focus decks, this card's actually quite strong.
Second Blue Eyes White Dragon, and again, the best
second
artwork.
Blue Eyes.
OG
Crazy.
Blue Eyes artwork. This is the undisputed best. Wow, look at that. Stone Excavation.
Is the
I'm
volume
actually
still
unsure
good,
how
guys?
many
Can you guys
reprints
still
Stone
hear everything
Excavation
clear?
has gotten at this point. This might be a good pull, maybe. Not really playing Stone Excavation in any decks right now, though, so maybe it's not that great. Sam, cut to Alex saying something silly after he pulls a Foolish Burial for the first time.
I knew.
Oh
bro.
my god.
I knew as soon as I saw Foolish Burial in the set. When he took it off the wheel, I was like, bro, he's gonna say something stupid. I know he's gonna bring it up. And so I'm so glad I put that in there to cut to something. It's so funny.
Foolish Burials in this set. I shouldn't have wasted my ticket to pick this up if I'd known it was going to be in this set. That it was only like a few episodes ago that I just picked up Foolish Burial. That's annoying. Although I think it was like premium gold or something, so I don't even know if there was anything better to take than Foolish Burial.
Multiple
There might have
Destruction.
been.
always talk
I feel like
about
he coulda
this
looked
card.
a
I
little
wish it was
harder,
better. I have
but-
a couple copies just hanging around, hoping the one day becomes good. If both players have 3 or more cards in hand, you both place your entire hand on the bottom of the deck. lose life points, and then draw a fresh 5. The ideal scenario is, of course, like your opponent draws up to 6 turn 2, you flip this turn 1 with 3 in hand, you recycle your deck, and you mulligan your opponents. There's Crush Card Virus popping up right there.
Which Crush
again,
Card
way
Virus
past-
artwork do you guys like better? Genuinely curious. I think the gold one is just iconic. I think that one, like, that's the one that everybody wanted because it was the most powerful card in the game at the time. That one just holds a special place in my heart. I do like the look of this one, though. If you get this card in Ultimate Rare, this does look pretty stunning, I will say.
That's its heyday, bro. What do you guys think? Do you like the OG artwork with a little bit more of the gold in it, or do you like this alternate art here? I'm more of a fan of the OG art. I think it looks a little more iconic. There it is, the Sphere mode. As far as good cards from the set, that's probably the best. So I'm happy to add one of them to the collection. Oh, anti-magic arrows too. I just do like this card. I have a feeling it will never be playable in Progression Series, at least the context of it. But in general, it is a card that makes me smile. Another Blue Eyes. I got 3 of the best Blue Eyes White Dragons in the game, bro. The Duelist Pack Battle City hooking me up. I'm coming for all the star chips, baby. All of them.
Well, there's a second.
What was Battle City? Somebody made a comment that Battle City wasn't Star Chips. What is Battle City, bro? I feel so dumb because it's like I like watched the anime as a kid, and I don't think I've watched it since. It's locator cards. Star Chips were Duelist Kingdom. Battle City was locator cards and the opponent's strongest cards. Oh, okay. Battle City was first official rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! I see. So Duelist Kingdom was like, what would you say Duelist Kingdom was? Like the pre-release? I remember Duelist Kingdom, the field advantage. We're playing in a forest, so my Gaia, the Fierce Knight, is actually twice as strong. Did you know that? Crazy.
Copy of anti-magic arrows. Again, to be fair, this card is like fine, but again, there is another ultra rare I'm really hoping we pull instead. Red Eyes Black Dragon is another super rare. Again, nothing crazy. I'm still hoping for another Juragado at the very least, and I'd like to get a.
I really wanted to build a
Spear
Red
Mode,
Eyes
but
deck
only
as a
10
kid.
packs left. It's not looking
And
too
the
bright.
Red Eyes were so bad. I thought Red Eyes Black Chick was the best card in the game. I was like, oh my god, this can summon Red Eyes Black Dragon from my hand. Say less. That's 2,400 off of one card. You can never beat that.
7 packs left. I'm going to flip through them really quickly. Unless I see something absolutely crazy. Multiple destruction. Whoa. Unless I see something absolutely crazy, I will not stop. What do we got? Wow, that's my... Did I get 3 Dark Magician and 3 Blue Eyes? Hold on, we'll see in a minute. Oh, and the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Oh my god, I got 4 Blue Eyes. Look at that. Look at that. I got a full playset of Dark Magician, 4 Blue Eyes White Dragons, and a Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now,
I walked away with an unreal amount of ultra rares. I need to point that out. I had 1, 5, 6, 8 ultra rares in this opening. That's a crazy number. That's a lot of them. Unfortunately, I only got 1 ball.
why couldn't these be these? Why couldn't I get a playset of balls to play with?
Pause.
Is a playset of balls 2 balls or 3 balls?
What'd you guys settle on? What did you figure out on MBT stream? Curious. Playset of balls? Seems like 2 of them would suffice. That's all I'm saying.
Who decides that? Definitely not thinking twice. In the collection, see what we're playing today.
Well, only a few packs left of Duelist Pack Battle City, and it's been fine. I mean, I'd like to get more Juragado. I would like to get a Sphere Mode, but I also pulled 3 Ultras and plenty of Supers, so I think, like, the average distribution of what I should pull showed up, but let's see what happens. 4th to last pack, nothing great there. Nothing great there. This has basically been the entire story of Duelist Pack Battle City. 2 packs left. Another useless pack. More trap monsters, though, you know, if we want to go back and play that terrible strategy. And nothing there. Okay, you know, I don't feel as bad.
I always
now
thought
about
Malevolent
taking this foolish
Catastrophe
burial
was a
episodes ago,
really
'cause
good
I only
card
pulled
back
one
in
of
the
this in 36
Anybody
packs,
else even
so
know what that
it
card
wasn't
does? Do you
apparently
know what that
super
card
likely
does,
that I was
chat?
gonna pull this in the first
Malevolent
place. Something I noticed
Catastrophe.
that is interesting, though. Hysteric Party, I'm not sure if we had a lot of access to this from like Legendary Collection Joey's World, I think it was. I wonder if Harpies are actually a strategy and we're just like missing some of the support
Never heard of it?
pieces. I might check that out.
Back
But
row mirror
two
force,
anti-magic
exactly.
arrows, a multiple destruction, one
thought that card was
Jurigano.
pretty
I don't
good
think
as a
this
kid.
set's worth
When I first got
re-rolling
into the
for.
game,
It's
that was
nothing,
one of the
like,
ones I
too
remember reading.
game-breaking. So let's just add it to the collection and let's get to building.
Bringing back an old... All right, here's what we brought. We're playing Batterymen today. This is our build of Batterymen. It's fierce. I Wish I Was Dead gave us something amazing. We're playing some cute cards like Short Circuit because we, quite frankly, can. I just want to pull it off. This deck's main strategy is to be able to OTK going second or utilize a card like Monarch Stormforth to push through some extremely high-value plays. Has a lot of follow-up in the form of Batteryman Industrial Strength. It's pretty good at removing back row and monsters. We also get to play 3 Battle Fate or 3 Gores in a deck that really doesn't focus a lot on back row. So a lot of really great things going for it. I think this list is super solid too. Front to back, it feels like it covers a lot of the bases that we want it. The only thing that I could see changing is removing Short Circuit for something else. Like there might be just a better, more generic choice, but sometimes you got to have the card in there for the haha meme effect, right? Do you think this deck could take a game off of a modern deck? No. No. Because cards like Effective Ailer and Ash exist now. Absolutely not. Yeah, so I mean, outside of like Short Circuit, the only things I'd really consider changing would be maybe plugging in like Space Typhoons to have generic back row removal, or the Dark Holes could easily go in the main. If I wanted to play any traps, I could put BTH and Torrential instead of the Short Circuits. But I like having a good time in Progression Series. At the end of the day, I just enjoy sitting across from my best friend Alex and playing a match of Yu-Gi-Oh! So sometimes we want some iconic things to happen. I was hoping to pull off the Short Circuit Dream. So yeah, that's the deck that I played today. And then you guys have already seen it. No spoil, whatever. You guys have already seen it. Alex is also playing Batteryman. And his list looks pretty good as well. He's definitely got a lot of the same keynotes that we do, but we have a couple extra things that we have over him. One thing that's pretty obvious is we don't have Blackluster Soldier anywhere on our list, which would be pretty good compared, like when you compare it with like the darks like this. But both of us are on Vanity's Fiend, which is a really, really strong side deck card, able to shut out most matchups. As you can see, he's playing 3 in the side deck. I am as well. He elected to also side cards like Valor and the BLS and stuff like that too. He has a couple more board wipes with Dark Hole Econ and Trap Stun. Trap Stun's really cute. But my list has back row removal allocated to the side deck and being able to outlike Floodgates and stuff with Fairy Wind. Your list looks better? Thanks for that one, bro. Thing is, I didn't make it. I Wish I Was Dead made it for me, and he does a great job building lists. Also, Summoner Monk. Is Alex playing Summoner Monk? He's not. I have the inclusion of Summoner Monk, which is something that, looking back retrospectively, Summoner Monk is like, okay. It picks up 9-volt from the deck, which is integral to getting things started. And it also makes a rank 4, which I guess couldn't be too bad. But a lot of the spells, like outside of Charger, if it's not live, I want to keep a lot of these spells, a lot of the time. So yeah, I think both of our lists are really, really good. We're both on a lot of the same things. Like the triple instant fusion is, we both just have come around to realizing this is one of the most powerful cards we have in our decks. Not only is it a free extender, any body level 4 or 5, Panzer or Darkfire, but also it is removal, right? You summon Thousand Eyes Restrict and it gobbles up anything on the board. We've really come around to this card, especially with Thousand Eyes Restrict still being legal. But outside of that, I mean, it's pretty similar. It's going to be a mirror match, bro. Call over portable battery packs seems a bit odd. Well, Call of the Haunted can summon back things like Gores, which might not seem like a huge deal, but it would come up. Yeah. Altogether, I like both of our lists. This is going to be a bloodbath. I'm sure you guys are well aware. Let's get into the games. Pull up my thing here too. Make sure I have the right matchup. Hold on, guys. Yep. Okay. All right, let's get into the game.
Wait any longer, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to duel. Well, Gage, Duelist Pack Battle City. Definitely a throwback to Battle City when you look at some of these cards, and that's probably about the power level these cards are at as well. How you feeling?
I feel like I'm going to be collecting all the star chips this evening.
I said it again, bro. They're not
It's all
star
mine,
chips.
You better, because you're at about 0 with the loss streak you're currently on.
Yeah, it's not looking good. But, no, I mean, this set, like you said, nostalgic for all of the OG cards you can pull. There's, like, 1 or 2, like, fun cards in there. You remember anti-magic arrows?
Yeah, anti-magic arrows, sphere mode's in here. Jurigado as well. Not a terrible card. Actually did see, strangely enough, some meta play.
That's like the worst thing you
the
can
rest of
say,
the
though,
pack
when it's
is
like
garbage,
when the
as
best
typically
thing
the
you're saying
Duelist
about a
pack
set
are,
is
but it's fine.
not a bad
I think
card.
It's okay
Like,
to
it
do
doesn't
these
feel
random
good.
filler sets every now and then, because it especially gives us card we weren't able to play with before, right? I mean, maybe sphere mode might be useful in the future if one of us pulled it. So let's get into it, buddy. Let's shout to patrons. Someone please play Black Wings. Thank you
No.
for the support.
No. Can you refund that guy his Patreon?
I could try.
No.
But, so let's see. I rolled this.
Okay, all right. I can hear the dice in the background. This is the first time
You
in a
hear the
minute.
dice clickety-clacking
Yeah.
around? All right.
Oh,
And they're
still can't beat
clickety-clacking
'em.
my way to victory.
So normally
Still
this
can't
would be
beat 'em. Still
fine
can't beat
because it gets the earnest on Alex. Like if he decides to go first, my deck is great going second. So if you were to pick first, that's good. Unfortunately,
All right.
he's on the same kind
You
of
know-
deal we are, and we both have come around to the fact that drawing an additional card is just strong. I don't know how else to put it. Like for some reason, like these are the days in Yu-Gi-Oh where you would be opting to go first. No questions asked, because like setting up your turn 1 board is strong. But for some reason, the decks that we've been playing a lot tend to play off each other really well, or like utilizing resources after you put something on the field. So Alex decides to go second.
I feel like this decision gets tougher and tougher with each episode. We think we have the game figured out, and then all of a sudden, I feel like it gets a lot worse for us. I'm going to go second.
You're going to... All right. I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
that's where I'm like, I really wish I would have
I'm
went second, bro.
concerned.
Looking at the hands here. Let's get a little gander at both of our grips. Get a little understanding of what we're working with. So Alex has Battle Fader, Gores, Microcell, Lance, Call. Here's what I'm looking at right now. This was my opening grip for the first game. We had Charger, Fueled Cell, 9-volt, Will, and Soul Charge. This is an incredible hand. Going first doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, but it can set us up for some plays later. I think what I end up going is like summoning 9-volt to get a search and get something wrapped up for the next turn here. Opportunity of soul charging back the 9-volt to get another search is always fine. Unfortunately, the one thing that I'm realizing is like with this grip, doesn't have a great way to stick a monster and retain it so I can tribute for Charger. I think I just go summon 9-volt search and pass. Let this blow up. So let's see what that does.
But I think we should be fine here. Let's go standby, main. All right,
Yep.
Alex. All right, man. This should be fun. I'll start with normal summoning. Battery Man 9-volt.
Oh,
And I'm
no.
gonna
He
use
brought
his
back
effect.
the batteries.
I did,
Yep.
I did. So we get to add any Battery Man monster from deck to hand, and this guy's going to go boom boom during the end phase.
Boom, boom, by the way.
Look at you.
New
banning
vocab.
Honest
Add it to your-
and
add it to
playing
your
the
diction.
battery
Well,
man.
see, I got to keep you off.
What's up,
the
Gage?
strategies
33
there.
boy, how
Just
you
because
doing,
you
bro?
lose one
Chilling.
card doesn't mean you lose a whole deck.
Honest was a 2 during this ban list,
Yeah.
buddy. So
I
2
had
cards, technically.
One of them, so I'm happy to
You
let
only
that-
had one?
I did,
Oh, that's
yeah.
wild.
A little unlucky.
Wild.
I'm so sorry. This is tough. I'm gonna take the I'll take an industrial strength from deck to hand.
That's very strange.
Why did I take industrial strength here? I like looking back on these games because it makes me question. It makes me ask, like, why the fuck did I do that? And I don't know why I searched industrial strength here. I didn't have a way to trigger it. I don't have another 9-volt for the next turn to get another one in the graveyard. Why? I think maybe the play was just searching for a second 9-volt, right? Like, because this can search himself. So maybe just pick up another one for the next turn. I don't know why I picked up industrial strength there.
I feel like that
I
took
wish I
you
could
a
tell you.
long time to decide on
Maybe I
industrial
just got all the plays in the game, Alex. What do you know? I'll go end phase. This guy goes boom boom. That's okay. Your turn.
All right, I'll draw.
See, now if you're playing Battery Man, ain't got no monsters on the field now.
Very true.
Yeah,
very
keep
true.
the Stormforth out of the way
I
there.
Unfortunately, I'm just going to be setting myself a lovely Yu-Gi-Oh card, and that's probably about it. Go ahead,
Ooh,
buddy.
that's it. All right, I'll draw. Stand by main. Okay.
I am curious what I draw here. Duality. Okay, I still really don't know why I decided to make the line to not add anything off a 9-volt. I added industrial strength, which again is like a brick. Fascinating. Okay, so first turn of the game's already looking rough. Let's see what I decide to do next.
Hey, hold on.
Look at you peeking in that extra deck. What do you got going on here?
Relax, bro. Maybe I have like every play in the game. I'm just gonna go duality here. A little bit of duality. Action.
Understandable. I don't have any other play going right now.
Interesting.
Those are really fortunate, though, right? Like, picking up a Stormforth for the follow-up is good. Call the Haunted represents another 9-volt that we can use, and Short Circuit's fancy. Unfortunately, I don't think Short Circuit's the take ever.
What'd you think about that short
There's
circuit
this-
there? What'd you think about that card?
I think you're on something if you're on short circuit, but, you know, I think your circuits are
Yeah.
shorting.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'll take the Stormforth.
Stormforce's
take
a
it for
weird one
follow-up.
for you because you dualitied, so, like, even if you do it, you don't get your charger
Hey, man.
effect,
I mean,
so,
you're
okay.
setting a card face down as your go-to play. I'm not exactly worried about losing the game on the spot here. Go ahead, dude. Yeah, let me see what you got.
Okay, well, we dualitied, so we actually have literally no other plays there. So I think that's fine. Again, I really, really am questioning my 9-volt play at the start of the game because it really gave me no follow-up. It felt like such a bad choice. Regardless, the Stormforth gets us set up, so even if he flips this, gets a 9-volt and pops, which we don't know he's playing Battery Man yet, like, even if he commits anything, like, now he knows I have the card in hand, which will single-handedly force him to play differently, right? Like, he's not going to play a board into my Monarch Stormforth. There's no way he would ever do that. So he's probably going to either, like, underrepresent his board, not put as much onto it, or he's just going to put everything into it and then lose the game on the follow-up. And that's my play, right? At least what I was thinking there. Let me fast forward a little bit.
Stormforth, industrial strength, presumably a tribute in hand. All right, I'll draw. Stand by main. He's not afraid about losing to a set
look at
monster,
it.
huh?
Look, I knew it was the Battery Man mirror. How did I figure that out? All right, 9-volt.
How did you know?
Yep.
Can I 9-volt?
You can 9-volt, yep.
All right, and then we'll charge him.
Yep. Oh, this is going to get scary. Uh-oh. Wait, am
We'll
I
sack it
dead?
off.
Uh-oh, okay, yep.
Go ahead and grab ourselves good ol' fuel cell. I do have to be mindful that you're playing Battery Man, so you're going to probably have some way to potentially stop a ton of damage coming in here. If our lists are
Yeah,
similar
see my
to what
face
it-
right there? I don't have it right now. You would think, because if our lists are similar, like you said, we have triple Gorge, triple Battle Fader, like, a lot of these battle phases aren't sticking. And then you got to worry about the follow-up. If my battle phase, if this doesn't win me the game, like, how vulnerable am I to losing on the crack pack? So, fair assessment and everything like that. But if you're looking closely, he has game on board if he goes for it.
they were before. Especially if you're just passing. Like, you're just giggling over there like, woohoo, he's going to attack right into my gores. Yeah, I think we just go for fuel cell. I was kind of thinking about doing something else, but this is just probably the safe play to do. Okay, so these guys are buffed. This is 2K. Our chargers at 27. Got a lot of damage here. So let's just sink it.
I don't know why you don't ever summon the fuel cell here. Because you have, like... Because if it's Battle Fader, that wasn't winning anyways. But even if it's Gores, you have a way to bounce it back. Like, if I actually don't have anything, you win the game on the spot. Which I don't. I don't. Look at the grip. I don't have a way to stop this. Like, if he actually just put all of his eggs in one basket and would have went for it, he would have won. Forces a worse Gores too. Exactly, because he's doing the Gores into fuel cell. And then he can just go fuel cell, fuel cell. He can tribute off the 9-volt, tribute off the other guy, the charger even. Bounce both. Give him back the Gores. Even if you give me back the Gores. Me having a Gores and you knowing about it is just as, like, good as me not having it, honestly. So, I don't know. I feel like he just should have went for the game there. I don't know why he retained this fuel cell in hand. Silly part on Alex. He could have won the game right on the spot
I'm
there.
gonna take 2.
You gonna take
I'm
21?
gonna take 21.
You gonna take 27 for the Gores?
I'm gonna take 27, and I do not have a Gore's Emissary of Darkness in my hand.
Oh my god.
So I'm very
okay.
happy that you took my giggles of panic to be giggles of joy.
Second main. What do I want to do with this good old 9-volt now? I was like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
now
I'll
he can't
just
even do anything with it.
and
This puts him in like a really bad spot.
I'll sack off the 9-volt when you Gores me, and we'll be fine. But you didn't do it, so now I actually kind of don't know what to do. So you're just gonna do this exact same thing to me on my turn, I imagine. I'll just throw one down. I'll just let the 9-volt blow up. Go ahead.
I'll draw. Stand by main. Well, obviously the Storm Forth is gonna come.
Let me see what I drew here. Yeah, I really think you should have gone for game here. I don't think there's many reasons you shouldn't put the extra, like the game push on board. We drew another Stormforth, unfortunate, but as he did predict, it takes care of the whole board here, right? Tribute for Charger goes absolutely in. I'm going to be able to dismantle this board and at least put pressure on. Can't kill him. Far away from that. But it's going to be able to at least equalize the game, I think. I don't know what this back row is yet.
Come down. Is that okay?
Sure. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna
Who are you sacking?
tribute your Charger.
Sure.
And I'll summon my own. And then I'll use the
That's
effect.
fine.
Okay. I'll summon a 9-volt from the deck, and I'll use 9-volt's effect. Okay, I'll add a
Back
fuel
row is
cell
Lance? It
to
is
my
Lance.
hand.
I know it
This
from
is a
looking at
2K.
retrospect, but I didn't know it at the time.
Your Charger
That's
is
what I'm trying to say.
24.
Okay.
Could you imagine if Charger gained from all Thunder, not just the ones you can? This would get out of hand real quick.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Let's go fuel cell.
Yep.
Let's go fuel cell.
Yeah.
Um,
Charger's 3K now.
yeah, he's beefed up. All right, dude. I'm like, I don't have access to my extra deck, so like, this is gonna be an all-in shot, and I have to hope you don't have like Gores, or that's not Mirror Force. I'll use fuel cell. I'll tribute 9-volt, and I'll bounce this.
Sure.
I'll use Last Will.
Last Will. Oh,
When's
yeah,
the last time you've
that's
seen this
disgusting.
thing, right?
It's been a.
Looking back, this card actually wasn't that powerful in this deck. This only gets out 9-volt from the deck, which is like strong. But if you've already used the 9-volts effect, you really can't do
Gage is
too much
going
with
to
it, right?
shit.
Like strong card, just maybe not in this strategy. Hey, Mr. Gage, how goes PROG? Looking forward to seeing this weekend, and maybe my team can practice against yours beforehand. Could be fun. Could possibly be, bro. We'll have to see. I'm stoked, man. I'm excited to see you this weekend. Excited to see everybody this weekend. Just can't wait. I need to get out of the house, bro, honestly. Whew. Yeah, so we're going for the game push here. We're utilizing a 9-volt and stuff. I think it's just a bit off of lethal.
It's been a long time.
But also
that's
he has
for
Gores,
sure.
Wait a minute.
so we got work to do.
Rest assured, though, I actually don't have great 1500s or lower. I can do like another 9-volt.
Which is just 1,000.
It is 1,000. He doesn't get the beef up.
But your Charger is still 3K, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, battle phase 1,000,
1,000's fine.
21,
21's fine.
21,
21 is fine.
lethal.
I will lance your Charger.
I can't believe this. Okay. All right, no.
So I'm gonna take 22.
Yeah, Gores.
And then I do
Yep.
have Gores.
Damn, and I don't have my extra deck, bro.
Isn't that unfortunate? Also, this 9-volt of yours isn't blown up during the end phase because it didn't.
Yeah,
use
don't
its
remind
effect.
me. I think I lose the game here on the spot. I can't go my extra deck. I've already normal summoned. That doesn't do what I want it to do. You got this one.
Woo! Oh,
Yeah, obvious from the crackback. I don't have anything going on here. I can't play anything. I'm in a dead spot. Was there a way I could have summoned Industrial Strength? Was there a way I could have did that? Did I call it too early?
Lethal.
I will lance your Charger.
Summon. Give me a second. Let me piece this together here. Okay, I do think I fucked up looking at this now. Because I go main phase 2, I just end up passing and letting this blow up. What if I, like, bounce back the Gores or the token? Oh, what did I do? Did I really fumble that? I could have tributed. I could have bounced back the Gores. I could have summoned the Industrial Strength, set the Soul Charge, popped the Soul Charge and the Gores. He's left on a top deck. He Battle Faders, of course, which is really strong. I think, wow. Wow. Looking back on that, I really did just end that one too early. I had a full another fuel spell pop that would have mattered. Damn, I'm really upset about that. Okay, so looking back on it, Industrial Strength would have mattered. Simo used a Gores at 6,000 life points, but if you had the 2k 9 volt up for battle phase, it would have been better. I don't know if necessarily that play was the one. I think I had to remove the monster from the field regardless. That's why I had to use the fuel cell first to even put the amount of damage up on board. So tributing and then last willing was the move to put lethal on board. I think following it up, I definitely fumbled that. I could have summoned the Industrial Strength. I would have had... Let me just make sure Industrial Strength can be the same one. Yeah, I could have banished 2. I could have popped my useless Soul Charge. I could have gotten rid of that and the Gores. He would have been left on top deck mode. He has a lot of really great cards that he can draw, but it at least puts me on the map, right? At least gives me a chance. I did fumble that last turn there. Okay. That's really sad to see. I don't know why I didn't even bother. Okay, no. As well. Yeah, I just gave it to him. That's crazy. Look, dude, I didn't expect you to be charged up today to play the Battery Men as well. I thought I was going to be the only one bringing this deck, but I still want to say my deck is in a better spot than yours, and I'm hoping to take that to Vic. What do you think?
Okay.
Do you have any words about that?
I can't hear you all the way down there, Mr. 0-2 currently.
Oh, so funny. Don't bring it up. This guy, bro. Well, tell you what, man. I'll let you go first. Don't do anything silly. Obviously, we're going to let him start because, like, if he does anything, set microcell or something, we just tribute it, charger, win the game on the spot, or, like, put him in a really rough spot. So that's why we're letting him go first. Also, we get the additional card, which really matters.
Went so well last time. All right.
His hand...
Stand by main. Do I even do anything?
He passes. The other option would be to be aggressive and go instant fusion into Vanity's Fiend, but I think he makes the correct call in assuming that I have to make the play. And with Effect Veiler in hand, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to make a push for game, right? As long as he lives and he has a board to break, Instant Fusion is not only tribute material, but it's removal. So he wants to keep it around. And I totally get that. It's the right play.
They also pass.
So he just passed.
What
What am I looking at? That's the real question. Monk, Darkhole, Stormforth. So my hand is also just as good. Like, obviously, he makes the correct read that I have a Stormforth in my hand, and I contribute over his Vanity's Fiend if he fully committed. He would be looking extra silly. So he just decides to pass me. I'm looking at a good grip. It's going to be obviously Summoner Monk start, and then see if we can get anything from there. I think I pitched the Instant Fusion. That's what I go for. I keep Stormforth and Darkhole. I think those cards are probably the best right now. This card's like good cracking boards, and that we've talked about that, but I'm trying to build a board right now, and as for building a board, I don't think it would do too much. Funny enough, let's look at what happens.
You kill me?
I believe
what are you gonna do?
Bro.
Kill
That's
me?
fine. We'll go stand by main. Let's see here.
Yep.
What am I gonna do? Am I gonna kill you? I'm scared now. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna go summon Summoner Monk.
Okay.
And his ability puts him to defense. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right. I'm gonna use the Monk's effect. I am going to pitch this Instant Fusion. Yeah.
Pitching Instant Fusion.
Yes.
Interesting. I'll Veiler this.
Go ahead. It's a little bit interesting to think if I would have pitched something else. I could have summoned, well, it would have gotten Veilered, but I could have Instant Fusion for a level 4. And I could have made a rank 4. I don't think that's totally worth it. It still just gets demolished by instant fusion. So I think just passing is probably fine. Probably safe to assume that cards like Dark Hole and Stormforth are going to be better anyways in the future. So I got a
That's
humble
what I thought, buddy.
Summoner Monk in
That's what I
defense
thought.
position.
We'll go standby.
But
main.
that's good
Let's
enough.
try
I
to-
feel like
let's
that's
try
going to be
make
strong
this
enough to
quick.
live.
We'll go our own instant fusion.
Yep.
We're gonna bring out our good old friend, Mr. Yeah, I mean, you figured it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. It's the best removal in
All right.
progression series.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll suck him up and let's make this quick, buddy.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Of course,
bro?
I play it up for the camera, bro. I gotta play it up for the camera.
Evil, bro.
I cannot
Oh my
believe this
God.
Vanity's Fiend. Oh my goodness, Vanity's Fiend, bro. Little does he know, I got the perfect out. I'm crushing him.
It's a good thing I have the out for. Fucking give me that.
Okay,
thing.
I was like, you better have it, otherwise I just win this game on.
Forget what I drew off the top. Let's go find that out. Oh, it was Gores. My man, the Emissary of Darkness. Looking great as ever, too, especially because I didn't have any battle insulation from the crackback. If this doesn't land, if this doesn't kill, I needed something to do, right? So, happy to see him. He's crazy. Easy out the Vanity's Fiend. Give it to me.
Automatically, yeah,
Summon
sure.
Charger
Yeah.
effect.
We'll go effect.
Extremely powerful
9
push here.
volt, 9 volt
Yep.
pickup fuel cell.
At this, I got stars in my eyes. I'm just going for the game
Summon,
shot. I'm just
summon,
putting them all on the
Oh, you
table.
got both. Okay.
Hopefully it sticks.
1,000.
That's 2,000. It's boosted.
Oh,
But
it's
see, I don't
boosted,
make the
that's
same
right,
mistake as
sorry.
Alex does. Even
So
if he
this
has Gores
is-
here,
this
I know the
charger's
double
3K.
fuel cell
It
takes
is,
care of
yes.
it pretty
Okay,
good.
Sure. So I'll take 21.
Nothing here?
You know I have
You
to.
have to there, bro. What do you mean? Like, come on.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the die. Yeah, so I imagine, let me think about the position here. So this is a 21 token.
It is, yes.
I think I'm going to put them both in attack.
Okay.
Because this way, if I'll take a little bit of damage, but it forces you to crash if you want to, or you have to sack to get rid of the token. So I'll take 3 here.
Main phase 2, I'll just sack the fuel cell. I'll sack this 9 volt.
Yep, it's fine.
Why attack? I wish I could tell you too. It didn't make much sense to me either. I really didn't get it. I know what you guys are gonna say. All right,
Bet you didn't expect.
laugh it up. It's a cheat. I know I activated Stormforth earlier in the turn, but this is a better position for Alex. Like, you guys get that, right? Like, you guys know the next card he draws, right? Like, he draws Stormforth off the top, and me reducing my field ended up being way better for him. I get that had it did stick, and he didn't draw Stormforth, this would have been a different game, but it didn't happen. So, shut up! It's fine. I deem it to be.
Overlay.
I
Oh,
bet you
shit.
didn't expect the strike bouncer. What-
I didn't expect it
Let's
either,
Strike
'cause
bounce is pretty good.
couldn't make
You're
it, apparently.
This is down to 21.
Yes.
Okay.
This is where you just go, okay, anyways, my Stormforth. And then... Oh, no! No! No, bro, come on. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, engage. I'm so sorry. It gets way worse for you.
What the fuck? No! Okay. Oh, my God.
So yeah, he still did out the Photon Strike Bouncer on the field, right? Summon BLS. Bouncer only negates things on the field. So you could just summon BLS, attack again. And it would be same kind of thing, right? So anybody that got super uptight about me making Photon Strike Bouncer, you're an idiot.
Okay, wait, so 900. Relax.
You're dead.
Relax.
You're dead.
Relax. I'll take 3, you fucking goonie, and then I have my own Gores.
Do you?
You're not the
Little
only one,
cheekster,
you
bro. Get
fucking
out of here, man.
cheekster.
And then I
I'm
summoned
like,
my
you better
own
have it
Emissary
this
of
time.
Darkness.
Sure,
This is
sure,
the end of
that's
the
fine.
game. This is
That's
the
a
end of the
big
game.
Token, sure. Second main. Well, now I'm probably.
Yeah,
cooked
second
here.
main. Pass the turn, Alex. That's all it is, bro.
I think I have to because fuel cell can't tribute itself, and I can't do anything else. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a monster?
I don't know.
I don't draw a
All right.
monster,
Okay,
but
so
over the
I'm
next 2
not
turns,
dead, but
Alex
I'm
doesn't
pretty
see one
close.
either.
Yeah, we'll go
So it's
battle
fine.
phase. I'll clear, of course,
Crash,
the BLS,
crash,
and
yeah.
then I'll kill the fuel cell.
I'm like, oh my! You didn't have it the first game, so that's why I was like, damn. If I just win like this, that's just amazing. Shit. We're going to game 3.
Let's go! These aren't even fun. What is this, bro?
But yeah, they're just so swingy, as you can see. Able to barely clutch it through with that one. The Gore's Emissary of Darkness, honestly putting in so much work. Just like the epitome of swings right there, right? And it's like sometimes you have like a read, like if my opponent has it, and then you try to construct a board. Like game 1, it didn't work out for Alex. He ended up like trying to piece together a board that beat Gore's, and it really didn't. It ended up costing him, well, it didn't cost him the game. He still won that game. But but it gave me a chance. Like, why would you even give me an opening, right? But sometimes there's just no way you can play around it, right? Sometimes you're like, I have to like go all in here, and if he has it, I'm going to lose. And that's just this type here. I topped it. Perfect scenario to be able to beat the Blackluster Soldier. I don't even know if I could really consider a way out for him. Like, he can't even go fuel cell, crash, and then attack, because then he can't use the effect main phase 2 if he wants to. There's no way to like properly work this except like not attacking with Envoy. Again, like just not using the effect. But yeah, we obviously end up taking the game because the Gore's Emissary of Darkness comes down. Perfect moment. It's able to equalize. We're able to take over. Go to game 3. Soul Charge off the top. I ain't got the life points to spend on that. No problem. We'll go to game 3. Kit Dude, what's up, bro? How you doing? All right, moving on to game 3. What's my grip look like? Broken. That's what it looks like. Look at that grip. Greed, Volt, Fader, Gores, Hole. Stop. That's like the best grip I've ever seen. Alex is also competing. He's not out of the game. Look at his hand. Lance, Valor, 9-volt Charger, and Fuel Cell. We both have some good things. He doesn't have as much disruption. I'm cooking with disruption. See how it ends up.
Gage, this might be a record for some of the fastest prog games we've ever had. But that game,
we talked about that, but I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's the Roxen game is still the quickest progression series episode documented. That was a 2-0 within 2 turns.
If I didn't have
it was
Gores,
kind of
and I had you again with BLS if you didn't have your own Gores. This is pretty fun.
Yeah,
I'm not
this is
gonna
the game of this is the game of better habits, bro. That's what it is.
literally. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go second, so I'll take my 6th card, and let's see what you got going first.
Dude.
Good luck.
All right, so we're starting. We go first. Obviously, our plays are like really good. We have Greed to get deeper and 9-volt. I think I opened with 9-volt to thin by 1 before greeting. Never mind, I lied. I greed first. Pays off, though. I draw Torrential Tribute and Last Will. Last Will is so weird. It's really good when you're able to tribute, specifically. Like tribute summon. Like if you can't, then what do you do, right? Like this card just sits in my hand. But we're still off to a good start, right? Fader, Gores, they're going to be able to carry pretty far. Summon the 9-volt. I get my Search for Charger. I think it's because Fader and Gores are both material. If they stick around, that's my tribute for Charger. So I think that's why I did it. Goes to Graveyard. We pass to turn. He ends up drawing into Fader. Let's see what plays. Let's see here. We'll go Greediest Guy. I'll take 2.
Don't like to see that in game 3. Yep, that's fine.
1. Okay, Extreme Lag. 2. Alrighty, man. I'll go normal 9-volt effect.
Okay, sure.
I will pick up a Battery Man Charger from the deck.
Sure.
I'll just go to the end phase and I'll blow this up. Go ahead. Boom, boom, bro. Get it out of
Easy
there.
enough. I'll draw.
Draws into Fader, which is really good for him. It's going to last him a turn. His play is looking pretty similar, though, right? Just like normal 9-volt attack if he wants to.
Yeah, let's go with our own 9-volt. We will grab our good old friend Charger. Try again for 2K.
I like get it why he did this, but it would be super heads up to just call out a Gores. Problem is, like, eventually it's going to come out of my hand, right? Like, eventually he's going to have to stare it down. So maybe, like, pulling it out of the hand immediately gives him, like, the ability to work around it in the following turns. So, yeah, good for him. He ends up attacking and it gets into my Gores. So I get a really nice 2,000 attack Gores right away. This destroys during the end phase. So now not only that, I'm holding a Gores and a token. It's quite strong. You're greedy. Yeah, I got my Gores.
Okay, sure. Second main, I will set 1. Go ahead.
Okay, that gets blown up.
And this blows up. Yep, this gets blown up.
Oh, wait, this was a different episode. Whoops. Hopefully I haven't spoiled anything for you, Kit Dude. My bad.
Very relevant because it plays around Stormforth, funny enough. Who would have thought for the bat?
Yeah, so obviously in this state, I'm feeling great. Alex has the Fader to be able to last a whole turn, but this is a lot of fucking pressure. Now he just has to deal with a 27 vanilla and a 2,000, which contests a 9-volt. So we're looking really strong here. I forget what we drew for turn. So let's go find that out real quick and see if it changes the course of the game drastically. Oh, it was Charge. Okay, so Soul Charge is strong, but the obvious play is the one that's going to win me the game this turn, and that's going to be Tribute Summon Charger over the token. That's what I decided to do. I just opt for the Tribute, pull out the Effectivator from Alex's hand, right? Yep. See how that
Battery Man
continues.
mirror match. There would be interplay.
Draw, stand by main. All right, dude. It's too easy. I'll tribute the token for my charger and use the effect. No, not like that. Use the effect.
I'm gonna Valor your charger.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll just go battle phase. I'll go 18 and then 27.
Okay. I think the only thing that would have made a difference is if I were to tribute the Gores instead, I'd be able to use Last Will to pick up a 9-volt from deck, which would be really good because, as you can see, this 9-volt hasn't been putting in much work. Because I tributed the token, it didn't go to the graveyard, so I couldn't use this card in my hand. I think I did think about it legitimately. I was like, seems pretty good, but the 27 from Gores was... He's a body too, right? You have to deal with him, and he's just too big. So I think I valued having the guy up on the board a little bit more.
18 and 27. I'll take it all.
Okay. All right. I didn't
You
expect
probably
to make
like
it
didn't
that
think we'd get this far.
Yeah, I thought for sure you would do something. All right. I'll just set a
Him
card.
taking the damage here isn't out of the ordinary too, because he has battery charger to be able to bring back one back. Like if he needed the material, he would summon the Fader there, but he decides to keep it because that is the one thing that like can trump plays, right? This can cause swings. Is all of a sudden I have a game board ready to go, and then he just activates a Battle Fader. I gotta think of Plan B because he's gonna swing just as hard back at me. So, yeah, totally defensible to just let the damage go through. I think if you tribute over the Gores, that would have 100% telegraphed Last Will, and he would have held the Valor instead of just Fader. No, I think this is probably the best target for Effective Valor in all senses in this deck. Like, there's really nothing else you want to be Valoring. You don't want to Valor the 9-volt because then it doesn't blow itself up during the end phase. It doesn't get its search, which is good, but if they have any other cards in hand, they can still play. This is definitely, I think, the best Valor target because not only you spent the material for the Tribute Summon, you Valor it, and it's an 1800 like little dude too. So.
And I'll go to the end phase. Go ahead.
Ever think of using
Back row.
Mind Crush
Okay,
for
what
Fate or
the
not? I don't think I got the
You
balls
don't
to
know
do
what
it.
I'm
truly.
up to, bro.
That's
Maybe
fair.
you.
He draws Dark Hole, which is great. It's good, but it is important to note that he still had an efficient out for this board without Dark Hole. So it's broken, but we're all right. He Dark Holes us here.
Go play back row.
I don't care. I have Dark Hole. so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Battery charger.
Yes.
Our
That's gonna be
face down,
target
by
the
the way,
9
is
volt.
Torrential Tribute.
Yep.
9-volt effect.
Yep. The way you don't use 9 volts effect here, Alex. Come on.
Yeah, I was thinking about it here,
I
and
actually
then
don't.
the way he described it,
Wait
it
a
made
minute,
sense.
you're not using
He
9
needed to
volts
get
effect.
2 battery men on the board to be able to then summon his fuel cells from hand. Sleepy, what's up? Thanks for the follow. So he decided not to use the 9 volt here because that's what allowed him to tribute charger and then use the other 9 volt to get his fuel cell that he needed. It made sense after he did
Yeah.
it.
Do you have something?
I don't. That's fine.
Okay. Sack for charger.
Yeah, you want to use Charger's effect?
Charger. Yeah.
Why? You're going to have to explain this to me after, because this is literally a free
Fine.
card that you just passed up. Okay, that's fine.
Now I'm going to use 9-volt.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Yeah. I want to do it this way because I keep a 2000 attacker on the field.
Yeah.
So yeah, this
that's
makes
the
sense here
logic.
why he would do this then.
Okay.
He
fuel
summons a fuel cell, and then this is where I have to torrential tribute him. I know you might be like, Gage, why didn't you just wait for him to summon the other one? I don't know he has the other one, and this is lethal on board. If I just let this happen, I have Battle Fader, but I don't want to use it yet, right? Same kind of deal is Alex. Card's good enough for me to hold on to another time. Hopefully it can stop a play that he makes, and then I can just follow it up with Tribute Summon, right? And there's cards like Vanity's Fiend, Charger. They all win the game in that spot. So I definitely value having the Battle Fader over it more here. That's why I choose to flip Torrential Tribute at this
Alex,
point.
you
It's
don't
game on
play
board.
back row.
Huge
I
swing,
side
by the
run
way.
it.
This was his
And it's a
entire turn.
Torrential tribute, my
TT.
man.
Also wasn't reading TT in the
Ugh.
slightest. Hi, Alex. Everybody say hi, Simo. Hi out, Simo. Yeah, he wasn't reading TT too. That was one thing is like, if you looked at both of our decks, he has like one trap other than the triple call by the Call of the Haunted, which we both have. So, this coming in from the side deck is a little bit of an Edison tech, if you will. I know a lot of the Frog hero players talk about putting in trap cards, which seems counterintuitive, right? Like, I don't want to have back row for my Treeborn Frog, but sometimes they matter. Sometimes they swing. So this ended up being really
I
good
shouldn't
here.
have overcommitted.
I wipe, and then he's
Sucks.
stuck
I
with his
know.
fuel cell in hand. I don't know if Alex is greedy enough of a guy to summon that other fuel cell anyways. I think he did mention after the match that If I would have let it up, he would have summoned the other one anyways.
What 3K?
But,
That's so low.
What do you
This
have,
was
like, a
lethal on
lance,
board. I
or,
had to
like,
flip it here.
Considering keeping one of these fellas alive.
Ugh. It's great.
And then there's like the question of he has Lance back here too. And everyone's like, why not Lance? And I get why he doesn't Lance here. It makes perfect sense why he doesn't Lance here. He doesn't want to leave a dork up on the field to get Stormforthed. And that's totally defensible. So he decided to just let it all go.
I think I'm going to let it go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's
All
it.
right,
That's his
I'll
turn
draw.
too.
A little scared of what's to come, but
So yeah, at this point, since he had that gap, I had that pretty good read that this is Lance here, right? So now like the next step is how do I play around that? I'm looking good. I have to simply beat Fader, and it comes down to the better have it, but I am in control of this game. I'm up on cards. I'm up on life. I'm crushing it right now objectively. So let's see what we draw into and what we decide to do next. I got to fast forward for a minute here. Got lost in the sauce. We drew another Stormforth. Okay. Things are looking bleak. Things look bleak at that point. I have no plays in my hand. So I unfortunately can't just close the game out on the spot here. So I have to try to think of a turn ahead. And the play that I settle on is Soul Charging for 1. I will say in retrospect, I don't know if this was correct. I think the way I read it is I was playing around Stormforth again, which I don't know if that's the correct card to play around. I think I was playing around Stormforth, and I realized if I go summon back the Gores as well as this 9-volt, 9-volt will blow itself up, which is great, but the Gores will stick around. And then, like, what good does Gores do if he is only tribute material? If he is just going to tribute it anyways, why would I waste 1,000 life points to summon this? And if he does have Stormforth Charger, which is very real, he has not used a Stormforth yet. There's still another fuel cell. If he has Stormforth Charger and I just let it go with this, he doesn't play. He doesn't play. Like he's passing his turn again, right? So it looks pretty rough, but I think I maybe metagamed myself by overthinking into Stormforth. This had the perfect play around specifically Stormforth and stuff, but I also think at this time, he has 2 9-volts out of the deck, so top decking another one is super unlikely. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm looking back on it, and I think this was fine. I think this was an okay play. So, yeah. I think this is the play. I'm going to activate Soul Charge, and I'm going to target...
It's rough. Kind of surprised you're playing this in this deck. Considering
Soul
you just
Charge?
want to, like... Yeah, well, because you just want to OTK with this deck, typically.
Well, yeah,
It just
I
seems a
mean-
bit counterintuitive.
So, like, what I'm thinking is you search Fuel Cell off of 9-volt. Like, realistically, if you have Stormforth, Vanity's Fiend, or something like that, like, that's pretty good. And, like, best thing that I'm doing this turn is what? Summoning 9-volt, getting a search. I can summon this Gores to just get a guy, but that doesn't do much. So
Yeah, see,
I'm
I
just
go
gonna
through all
for
this
the
in my
9
head,
volt.
too.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Cool. And then I'll use the 9-volts effect. I'll take 1,000, by the way. Strongest Soul Charge in the game, by the way.
I was about to say...
Okay, oh, this is tough. I don't know what to do, bro. I'm gonna pick up another 9-volt, bro. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I think there, and I'm like, if I pick up... I make a decision, I'm like, Charger's really good here, right? If I pick up Charger, like, I can Stormforth his guy and then summon Charger. But I come to the realization, I'm also like, wow, if I take Charger and he just doesn't do anything, I'm passing the turn again. I'm just passing the turn again. And that doesn't feel good. I don't want to keep giving him outs. So I pick up another 9-volt off the 9-volt to guarantee myself a play for next turn because I didn't have one. So now we got things online with 9-volt here. We're able to at least summon and put 2,000 on the board. It's pretty good. It's better than where we were before.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to go to the end phase and I'm going to let this blow up. Your move.
All right. I wasn't
Duality's a
expecting
big
that, I'll be
pickup for
honest with
Alex
you.
as
I'll
he's not doing
Duality.
much this turn anyways
Yep.
here.
Ooh,
shit.
that seemed pretty good. No darks yet for the BLS, though. You just passed again. So, like, if Soul Charge was your play, clearly you didn't have a way to kill me. Unless you're still afraid just to attack me. But I'm only on 3,000 life. And knowing you, I feel like you would have just went for it. 9-volted for 9-volt. Your hand could also just be like Stormforth tribute summons, and then I didn't have a guy, which is also kind of the reason I let you torrential me if that is the case. Your hand could also just be like 2 more gores.
See, all the same thing. He's made the same kind of realizations I have, right? Like, why keep a monster on the board when you're just going to Stormforth it anyways? Like, that seems like the losing play. So he's kind of in the same process I am, the same kind of thought loop. Like, okay, let's keep our monsters off the board because it's probably better that way if you have the read. His read's correct. I do have Stormforth and stuff like that. My read is not.
Attack you. I think I do want this 9-volt. Much love my boy BLS. If I don't have darks, it's not doing the best for me. We'll go 9-volt effect.
Yep.
I will grab a charger.
Sure.
2K. Let's see if you have another Gores.
I don't. I'm going to take it. I don't Battle Fader here because I don't have a Tribute. And my next turn is like normal summon 9-volt in like most case scenarios. So I think I just let it go. I'm like, you're going to destroy your 9-volt in the end phase, and then I have a 9-volt that you have to respond to because it's 2,000. I'll put you to 1,000 if you're not being a silly goose. So I think that's fine. I think not using the Fader there, again, valuing it a lot, it's going to save the game and then hopefully provide a swing later. So I decided to keep it.
Okay.
Totally defensible, I think. We're both dead even on life. Yep.
Over to you.
Draw. Okay. All right, bro. This is tough. What did I draw? Okay, I drew Monk. Okay, so Monk is an obviously better normal summon here, I think. It pulls out the last 9-volt from the deck and allows me to keep one in hand. Last Will becomes dead at that point anyway, so you see me pitch it off this because it wouldn't be pulling something from the deck afterwards. So I decided to do that. It can stick a rank 4, or if he negates it at worst, like it's a 1600 defense, and it stays on the board unlike 9-volt. So I think this is totally fine. I go for the Monk. Hold on, let's go to the live action.
You're not making this easy for me. Like this is like a real match we're playing here. What did you add off of 9-volt?
Charger.
Okay. I'm gonna normal summon Summoner Monk, put him to defense, and I'm gonna use Summoner Monk. I'm gonna pitch Last Will.
Sure. Get the last 9-volt out of your deck.
Yep. And then I'll use 9-volt's effect.
Fine.
And see, this is really good because you get to make a rank 4, which is super awesome.
Sure. So you got a 9-volt, you got an Industrial Strength, a few other cards.
All right. I'm gonna use the Industrial Strength. We're gonna banish these 2. Whoops. Okay. Unfortunately, this is like a really stupidly rough spot still. I can go this. It's probably best just to go battle phase first. Bait out like a...
Yeah, I make like a good read too. I'm looking at the board after I end up making that summon, and I'm like, I know you probably have a Battle Fader. It's inevitable. Like, it will come down, and like this is the forced board state to be able to do it at. I decided to do it before XYZ summoning because I can have options afterwards. And the options end up being when he lances to what's he do with the lance? Sorry.
Fader. Yeah, I'll go battle.
Sure.
2.
You call.
Oh, so he lances just to save life. He lances to remove the back row so I can't Industrial Strength. Which makes sense. I get why he does that. So then it leaves me with options, and those options where I have 2 level 4 material to work with. What do I do with these? I had a couple ideas. One of the ideas was I could use like Castel the Sky Blasting Musketeer to just throw it back to the deck. It would get banished. But like remove the material was the main thought in my mind. I was like, I cannot let Alex keep this material because if I do and he tributes, I'm dead. I'm dead. So I was like, I have to just find a way to be able to deal with this Battle Fader. And there was the option of doing it with Lavalval with Castel, but I thought about it a step further and I said, okay, well, what's my play for next turn? Like, how do I shut out the game in the next turn if I whiff his turn next turn? And the way I see I'm able to do that is to make Lavalval chain and stack. I go for a chain stack Vanity's Fiend, and this is good in like multiple ways because I'm going to draw it for turn. And then I have the Stormforth to remove any monsters that he has on the board. I can just naturally tribute it. It's very strong. This just felt like the best play. And then what I end up doing on that is I do have the read. I'm like, I have to remove this material. I can't let him keep it. So I use my Industrial Strength, which has to pop a monster and a spell trap. It has to pop both. So I have to sacrifice one of my spells and traps to the gods. That one happens to be the Dark Hole. I'm like, I'm sticking a board that he has to deal with, and I don't think he has an out for it. So I don't want to get rid of my own board. And the Stormforth is an obvious follow-up that if he does happen to deal it and not kill me, I have the game on the follow-up, right? Stormforth, Vanity's Fiend shuts down most anything. I think this was the right line. I think looking back on it, this was tight. This was tight. I think this was really good. And of course, Vanity's Fiend, like, beats a lot of obvious things. Battle Faders, more of them. Gores and stuff like that. Like, those cards don't matter as soon as I tribute Vanity's Fiend. I thought this was the game-winning play, for sure. Yeah.
I'll fade here.
All right, what you got? Sure. It ends
this. Let me dust. This is like
no way. Probably what you have to have. Otherwise, you lose. So go ahead. Yeah, even that's the whole monologue me going over it. All right, Duelist. I literally tell him, I'm like, why would I play is the last card in your hand is specifically Monarch Stormforth? Even if it is, we talked about earlier, there's just no way to out it, right? If he had it, I will lose. But like it's really irresponsible to like leave him with outs on the board. So I think I did make the right play, and all things considered, this should have won. Unfortunately,
like I said,
I'm up against Alex Semo, and what this man chooses to do is downright disheartening. So he goes for his turn, and he draws, wow, Stormforth. What an animal, bro. What an animal. And he didn't even react. Look how stone-faced that man is. Look how, not even a reaction. Not even a smile, bro. I couldn't believe it. I thought I got metagamed. He shuffled his hand, and I thought those were the last two cards in his hand. There's no way I literally got baited like that. Like, that's crazy. Those were the last two cards. To know that he top decked it makes me even more sick. It makes me sick, bro.
Yeah, that's good. What do you want to tribute, Alex?
I want to take away this.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. I can't believe it.
Charger.
Wow, I cannot believe this. Wow, this is such a good game. Yes, that's fine.
I will get out.
Good thing for us, he's like out of targets.
Bro,
like you can see, like he's out of targets. He's got like a fuel cell.
Yeah, nice fuel cell. Great card.
Yep. I'm at a 9 volt, so I have to go for fuel cell. Funny enough. Thankfully, I have another one. So.
Jeez, dear God. Yep.
All right. I mean, I have to. This is 27.
Yeah. So this is 27. So I'm gonna take 9.
And see, this is where holding the Battle Fader until Mission Critical came in clutch, right? Like this Battle Fader saves the game. I'm alive
and then
for
I
a
have
whole
What
turn.
a convenient number. You have a fader. Okay. Interesting. So we still have a game.
Yeah. Keep in mind, if you do bounce this, it gets banished. So that's up to you.
It does. Yep.
And see, that's like, God, bro, he spent so long thinking about this. A little behind the scenes. Alex spent, like, I think, no joke, 5 minutes just sitting here contemplating if he wanted to bounce my Battle Fader. And he doesn't, and it doesn't matter because I have the Stormforth, right? I was hoping he would because I think it would have been
relevant,
not lethal, but it would have been a way better spot, too.
Yeah,
it would have been
draw's
lethal had he bounced, actually, looking at the next few turns.
pretty scrumptious now, isn't it?
But you still, I know one card in your hand's a 9 volt. The thing I don't know is that last card in your hand, and that's where things get a little bit tricky. So now I have to play the game of figuring out what I want to do. So if I tribute, Fuel Cell can tribute another Fuel Cell.
It can, yes, just not that fuel cell.
Just not the same copy of itself, yes. So my left Fuel Cell can sack off the right Fuel Cell, get off the Battle Fader, so then your hand is 9 volt, Vanity's Fiend, one other card in hand. Where does that get us? 9 volt can't do anything to this board. Vanity's Fiend, the best Vanity's Fiend can do is if I let you sack for Fiend, you can clear a Fuel Cell to get my Charger down to 24, and then I can just crash my Charger into your Vanity's Fiend and then just kill you with Fuel Cell. So I don't actually know if I care about...
Yeah, so he, like, thought about it a lot. I'm curious to think, like, he ended up going for, I think, the hard read for Stormforth. And that's the only reason I could see him not tributing to bounce. Because it's in the same scenario, right? Like where I was. Like, if I leave him with no material and his hand is full of tribute summons, he doesn't have a turn. He doesn't play the game. So, like, I think in most scenarios, you should probably bounce the Fader. It did end up working in his favor that he didn't, but that's the game, I guess, right? So
Oh, Vanity's Fiend all that much. I can't use the extra deck because I did Stormforth, so that's off the table. Worst case scenario is you
Stormforth.
have that last card in your hand is a charger, because then you sack for
Oh, it
your own
wasn't charger.
charger, get a 9-volt, get a fuel cell. You actually can't get a 9-volt, funny enough, because you're out of 9 volts. But, so then your best play with charger is, what? Charger for fuel cell? Which doesn't even do anything. You can't charger for charger, so you can't make a rank 5. Sack for, if the last card is fuel cell, that's literally like the best case scenario. I mean, that does nothing.
you can see me like check out a point. Like some of these games, guys, like behind the scenes, they take like hours. Sometimes we do just like, we really just take a few minutes to think. And that's okay because we're just two buddies playing. There's no obviously like push for time limit or anything like that. But yeah, sometimes I just like, I get on my phone, I start scrolling or something because he takes like a couple minutes to think of his play. This is one of those times where he really thought it through. It's a good thing he did.
I guess at that point, we're starting to get into a scenario where it's like, what do you have? Like instant fusion. You go like instant fusion for Thousand Eyes. You could like take my charger, then sack for Fiend, and then But you don't necessarily literally.
Well,
like,
yeah, I'll just fast forward.
I'm
You're
sorry.
sorry.
Because with this,
Look, he's still talking about it. Still
all
yapping.
that thing.
He decides to pass
get
though.
it, bro. Like, that
Smart
makes a lot
play.
of sense.
Smart play because it does retain him as last monster, which that's the monster that wins in the game. But as you can see, drawing, I feel amazing, right? I feel like on top of the world. So there he goes. He goes. A little bit of action here. Gets over the board. It's depressing. It's sad. I have the Battle Fader to protect. Guaranteed draw into Vanity's Fiend. It's looking good. We beat the fuel cell. There's a humble charger. And the best he can do is he can draw into a micro cell and normal summon it to crash. That's like my best thought process is like, that's the only thing he can do with monsters. Like, damn. So, yeah, all that thinking, like, I really did have the perfect out, just like you did, right? It's only fair. So I will tribute off the charger, like you said.
Makes sense.
Vanity's Fiend, and then I'll get over one of these fuel cells.
Sure, so I'll take 3. Yeah, like, this was my whole point, right? Like, if I bounced your Fader and you had this situation anyway, I would just have nothing on the field right now, where at least I have a fuel.
I think I left him with the charger originally, and I had to double think of it. Yeah, I think I left him with the charger, and then I thought twice, and I said, oh, why would I do that? Like, if you draw micro cell, you can crash. Whereas if I keep you with the fuel cell, you can draw micro cell. I don't know. Actually, maybe keeping him with charger was the right choice. I think I settled on letting him keep fuel cell. Looking back on it, I don't know.
Fuel cell, so like maybe there's a chance, but it's gonna have to be a pretty damn good one.
Unfortunately, you see Lance, and like Lance isn't used to protect from spell traps. No, it's used to beat over my Vanity's Fiend. It's literally one of the perfect outs that he has in his deck. One of the very few perfect outs in Alexander Simo deck. And he sees it off the top. Crazy. Depressing. All kinds of sadness. On top of that, it's not even his only one. It was the second one, too.
I know the card in hand is
9
volt. I mean, I guess we clear Fader just so we get it off the field.
This gets banished. My bad.
Yep, banish. Go.
And, bro, as soon as he does that, I'm feeling so good. I'm like, I can't lose. I was like, oh, my God, bro. The game's over. It's over.
Go ahead.
Okay. And then at that point, bro, I'm just like, it's just like business as usual, right? I don't even know what I draw. Let's go find out. Sorry, and that's me going back to set up, keeping the fuel cell instead of the charger. Industrial Strength. Unfortunately, I can't summon the Industrial Strength. I got Vanity's Fiend on the board, bro. I got the Fiend. So I go for the 9-volt. We get the 9-volt search for fuel cell. This was a mistake. I have Vanity's Fiend on the board. There was no reason for me to search a special summonable monster. This was dumb. This fuel cell search was fucking dumb. I really think this was stupid. That's okay, though. Like I said, at this point, I still feel like I'm a winner, right? Like, Vanity's Fiend gets over this dumb fuel cell. 9-volt starts getting in there. It's the end of the game. That's at least what I think. We go for the battle phase. We get met with the Lance. The bad news. Fiend goes to graveyard. I have to crash the Volt here to give myself material to be able to summon this Industrial Strength. If I don't, this blows up, I lose. So I have to make this play. We crash it, banish the 2, summon Industrial Strength. At the very least, he's top decking, right? Like, at the very least, he has to find an out. And he does. He draws Instant Fusion. Not the perfect out. It's able to remove the guy. But it's an out nonetheless. And then I draw for turn, and I see the bad news that I drew a second Vanity's Fiend. And I instantly get depressed. As you can hear, listen to this. Stand by 5K. Cell's also terrible.
Correct.
Dude, this isn't...
I
can't do anything.
Yeah, go ahead. Heart of the card.
No! I can't do anything with that card. Oh, I can't. No, bro. Oh my god, I shouldn't have taken Fuel Cell. Yeah, I really should not have taken this card. I look back on it, and like out of all the plays, besides missing the Industrial Strength game 1 that would have mattered, out of all the plays, I think that's the one that mattered the most. Is like if I searched instead of Fuel Cell, Micro Cell, I would be setting Micro Cell this turn, passing back to Alex, and then he has to deal with Micro Cell. I gotta look something up just to make sure. Micro. Oops. Wish I could type. Okay. So I will extend that maybe I wouldn't have won even if I did search Micro Cell because this can't summon itself. And I am out of 9 volts. All the 9 volts are out of the deck. So Fuel Cell at the very least would have been a set card. It would not have lived, but it draws into cards, right? It dies, it draws a card, and those could have been outs. As you can see, the next 2 draws was Vanity's Fiend, and then the one after that was Stormforth. If I would have saw those cards, who knows? This game would have probably been won by me. And I hate looking back on those in retrospect because it really feels like that play was like a small microcosm out of everything else that happened. But I really think it did come down to that. Like I'm not saying I would have won, but I definitely would have still been in an even more favorable position. Alex's top decks, unbelievable, by the way, too. Like Stormforth off the top. Pretty sure he saw Dark Hole off the top where it mattered too. Just this guy, he saw everything he needed to. That lucky little goober. That lucky little guy. Sometimes he has his moments. So we'll give him this one. That's all right. It ended up being a very good match, and I think the episode ended up being really fun to watch. It was super back and forth, and I really don't think you knew who was going to take it. It felt like every turn was like living on the edge. It was kind of nice. What'd you guys think? What would you guys rate this episode out of 10? It was fun. I had a good time with it. I'm actually excited for next episode, I think. I think next episode's a big one. I legit had an asthma attack watching this from laughing. Yeah, laugh at my misfortune. I get it, bro. Very funny. Very funny. No, I thought it was a good episode. Solid. Yeah. Very cool. All right, guys. That's it. All right. I'll tell you what. I was going to play Edison after this, but guys, I feel like shit. Like, I feel like legitimately sick. I felt like crap the last few days, so I'm sorry that I feel bad again, but I'm going to log off for the day, I think. I have Vegas this weekend. I am very excited. If you guys are in Vegas, please come say hi. Don't be shy. I'm excited to meet everybody there, and I'm excited to see my friends. I'm very optimistic for how we'll do. I hope it's a good time. Yeah, I'm going to log off, guys. I will be back again next week, probably by Wednesday, I'd say. Probably by Wednesday, you'll see me. We'll do a big YCS recap, and I think I'll try to recarve a more consistent schedule. I've been slacking this last week, but I think I'm going to try to put in more hours when I get back. So you guys can expect that. It's been amazing. Guys, thank you for hanging out. I'm going to see who I can bump you guys to. I got to get packing. I'm so behind. I'm so tired of these Twitch shit, by the way, bro. I saw this. Oh, my God. Let me just air my grievances. I saw a Twitch user, and she plays RuneScape, but on both sides of the screen, is just her ass. It is her ass. Her literal, she's cheeked up right in front of the camera. I couldn't believe it. I don't even know if I could find it. It's that wild. Let me just take a look real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. She's not live right now. Don't worry. You didn't want to see it anyways. That's disgusting. Where? Was it back when Twitch was effing up? No, this was yesterday. It was kind of crazy. All right, guys. I'm going to go bump you guys over to Rourke. Everybody tell Rourke I said hello. Thanks for hanging out on the stream, guys. Hopefully we'll be better next week, and I'm looking forward to it. I got a lot of things planned for the month of March. Gonna hopefully start buckling down and getting more shit done. That's the plan. Oh, actually, I'm not gonna raid Rourke. Guys, I'm raiding Steve. Guys, everyone go tell Kangas Cast. This is Steve. He was part of the coverage for the UDS. Did a fantastic job. Do me a favor, go tell him thanks for the hard work. I'm sure you'll appreciate that. Guys, I'll catch you next week. You guys have been real. Have a good night.